Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, especially to Shajaya, who's joining us, having much more important things than saving the Icewind Dale to sort out next week. But we ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. You discovered this elven tomb, which was pretty cool. You discovered that if you cast a moonlight spell somewhere approximately... Oh, actually, I'm pinging on the wrong map. You probably don't even see what I'm pinging at. There we go. So, at this elven tomb, and you discovered that if you cast a moonbeam spell in various positions, then doors around the place open up. You discovered a druid up here who's claimed she'd been trapped by this moonbeam spell and couldn't get out. So somebody cast moonbeam, and that was great, and she got let out. And to prove that she was trapped here, she was offered to show you her literal twin sister inside of this tomb and how you could see this would somehow prove it. Scar thought this was a great idea, followed into the tomb. As soon as you entered with Cal on the way, she immediately dropped concentration on Moonbeam, which immediately closed this door, and then she turns towards Scar with a wicked grin, which is exactly where we'll pick it up from. I do notice, coming from the west, a high elf druid appears, and apparently we said, Leah, that last week you stayed back in Lonely Wood and had cookies with Nimsy Huddle, but apparently you sense your friends are in danger, and now you're dashing on here. I'll explain what else is going on in a little bit, Shajai, but we have this combat to sort out, so I'll give you more detailed descriptions as we go. But right now, people, we're going to have to do this.
Did we roll for initiative earlier or not?
Don't think so. Don't think so.
Cool.
No.
I was looking at my spell slots. Jeez, I'm getting heaps bigger. And I've used them all, but didn't we have a long rest?
No, we had a short rest. We had the fight against the was it a white or a?
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
The Manchi.
Yeah, that's right, the Manchi.
And it kept on knocking you down to zero, or some of you down to 0 hit points, if you remember.
Yeah.
What was the name of the shrub?
Shrubby.
Shrubby.
Yeah, I'll put Shrubby on the initiative order. He'll be the difference. We got everybody on there.
And what was her name? What was this evil druid's name?
Ravison.
Ravison.
Yeah. Don't forget to click on your token there, Shajaya, but I've sorted that out for you.
Oh,
That's right,
okay.
just saves me a step.
just reading all my spells that I went and updated.
Well, the good thing is you've got all of them available to you because you weren't part of that other combat. Now, question, do you hear this?
Yes.
And the arrow flying?
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yep. Yes.
No,
I thought you dropped your pen.
Yeah. It just something squishy.
How about this spell sound?
yeah,
Yeah.
now I can hear it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. So I've been playing around with various bits and pieces, like when you hit with a sword, you get the sound.
Nice.
When you swing and you miss. Oh.
Oh yeah.
So lots of bits and pieces, and I got all the spells. Like, anyway, we'll do that. We'll discover that as we go. Okay.
Yeah, you've got the sound ready for missing magic stones.
And look at that! Look at that scar. 6. That's what I like to see.
Crying.
And Ravison 14. Okay. So, as I said last time, the rest of you maybe had your suspicions about Ravison, and now, without a doubt, they've confirmed. As she drops concentration, the moonbeam shuts, boom, down, and this door just slams shut in front of you, Cal. Actually, Ravison's going to get the drop on all of this, and she smiles wickedly and says, she says, "You are right not to trust me, Paladin." And she casts a spell. And you see various She's concentrating on this spell, and you notice that as she casts it, she says, "You think I came and targeted you here without friends? Let me bring my own friends." And I assume you see what's appeared down there, Scar?
Aww.
That's the spirit. And they go on their own initiative. So I'll roll them in.
Is wolf? They look like kind of wolfy to me. Is that what they are?
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. It's not a good picture. They are brown bears.
Just show us the stats. That's all good.
Brown bears. And she smiles, and she takes a step back away from you. You can have an attack of opportunity if you like, Scar.
Nah. Yeah, of course I will. Here we go. I'm gonna have to have my shield. Great. Here we go.
So shields up, so one-handed.
Oh, good start. Good
You
start, mate.
swing and you miss it. She doesn't even bother. And then she slips around the other side, kind of vaults over the sarcophagus in the middle and stands between her two brown bears. And she reaches out a hand and scritches him behind both ears and she says, "Get him, girls." And now, that's her surprise round effectively over. And now it's your turn, Cal.
Oh, okay. So I'm up against the door, hoping that someone's going to open that soon. So I suppose I'm axed, ready to burst into the room.
Okay, so
Be
You want to
doing?
give it a bash? See if you can smash it.
Are we going to? Oh, all right. Okay, we'll give the door a hack and a slash.
okay,
Well,
take a
if you yell that out, by the way, I'll say, "I've only got one left. I really want to use it when we can save everyone."
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I'll have a smash at the door.
Scars,
So
everyone.
do I need to do a roll for
Yeah,
hitting
yeah.
the door?
Yeah, roll to
Okay.
attack, yep.
Yep.
Roll damage. You take
That's
your
8.
mighty battle axe and crack it against the door. Crumbles just a little. Maybe if you keep this up for the next 24 hours, you might get a peek hole through.
Sweet. That's what I wanted to find out.
So that was your action. Feel free to move if you like. Tarvin.
Yeah. Well, I can't do anything except attack the shrub
Why are we attacking the shrub?
Shrub says,
because
no,
it's going to attack us. It's rolled initiative, right? I assume it's going to.
don't attack me. Ravison, she was a cruel mistress. Please don't.
No, a moral quandary.
Please. I'm just a shrub,
Oh,
for
luckily
goodness
Tarvin's
sake.
got no morals.
Yeah, exactly. Can you? Simon will talk to the shrub just quickly. Can you make her stop? Can you open the door?
She only. I don't know how to cast Moonbeam. I'm sorry. I do not control the moon. I cannot emphasize this enough. I'm a shrub. And the shrub starts
Tarvin-
shaking,
yeah.
and some berries start falling off the shrub onto the ground.
Oh, what do we know about the berries? We know that she was eating them.
Yes.
Right.
That's
blue.
how he survived. Yeah.
Yeah, the berries were bright blue purple, and her lips were bright blue purple. And she said she'd been surviving for so long in here by eating the berries. So that kind of added up to you.
Right. But, really, it's a talking shrub. So, my trust levels are pretty low. I think there could be... Maybe that's why she's crazy? I don't know. Tarvin will draw his bow and keep it trained on the shrub for now.
Okay.
I'll stay put.
And if the
Yep.
shrub does what, you'll shoot it.
If you move without our permission, I will shoot you.
Okay. So you get your bow cocked, ready to shoot. And Shrubby, the shrub, immediately freezes and doesn't move. Before it was kind of shaking as it was speaking, but now looks pretty indistinguishable from just a plain old shrub. Looks like a tree, and that's it. It's not moving at all. Okay, so that's what Shrubby will do. Just act shrub-like. All right, Ravison. Ravison. Yeah. She will... What she can do. Concentrating on that, she will... Let's see. Okay, make me a dexterity saving throw. You'd be so kind, Car.
Oh, that's his best, so this will be easy peasy.
A
Terrible.
13 does not succeed. As she's sitting there smiling, she kind of waves her hand around and all the ice and the snow and everything conjures up. And then she brings it down in a torrent upon you as little ice shards and various bits and pieces go down. And you're going to take... I'm going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
4-0 or 1-4?
1-4 and 7 points of cold damage. So you can reduce that to 3 if you like. As these
Do you
ice...
still get our temporary hit points, or did that disappear for some reason?
You get them back at
You
the
got
start
it.
of a long rest. I'm not sure
You got
if you
hit by the in the previous encounter. You lost them. You went down to 0.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
So no temporary hit points. Okay, yeah, so this ice storm just pelts down in this little tiny thing that you're in and you're pummeled in. You almost start slipping around on the ice. And she says, the bears, you know what to do, girls. And the bear roars, jumps over the sarcophagus. And it is going to... Doesn't it? Going to comes charging at you, its mouth wide open. Whoops. Tries to bite you. And it tries to claw you. And, ooh, what's your armor class?
18, 1-8.
118. Okay, you take 16 points of damage. As the bear jumps up and you, claws you, and as you're recovering from it, takes a big bite out of your shoulder, blood gushing everywhere. And already, Albert, you are in trouble. But we'll see. Bugs, what do you do?
Yeah. I'm not sure if there's much I can do, but I think he's going to try communicate with the little bush
Okay.
shrub.
Keep in mind that shrub
and
was speaking common before, so you can just speak common if you like.
Cool, yeah. And ask the shrub and say, hey, my friend's not going to shoot you. I've just got some questions here. Do you know if there's any other way in, secret doors, not necessarily way out, but way in to these rooms, this one specifically?
I'm trying to talk without moving my, I'm going to say mouth, but I don't know. All controlled by the moonbeams. Oh no. Oh no.
You can move just in your spot, okay?
Yeah.
You can breathe. You can move just
Oh.
in your spot.
I got some bad news. No, not now. And behind you, you hear the thumping of footsteps and the snorting of Lloyd snorts upon the whims, and the white voice, badoosh, 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 comes right here, sees all of you, lets out a roar, and is pouring its hoof and is getting prepared to charge at Mullamuck. But that's all it can do is it's charged into this area, looked around. The first thing it got eyes on with Mullamuck, and it's kind of pouring its hoof, getting ready to launch. Shajaya.
Oh gosh.
Hey, should Shazaya be there? Like,
Let's have you running in from over here, Shajaya.
Yeah, sorry.
You're
Yeah,
just
I was just
catching up.
trying to see where everybody was.
Sure, fair enough.
So, there's two people who are two of the crew are behind a locked door.
One.
One,
One,
Yeah, Scar is.
and that is Scar.
which is over kind of through this door here.
Yeah. And then there's a moose and two bears.
Shajaya, I have a very important question for you. And do you have
Sure.
the moonbeam spell prepared?
No.
Okay, things got more complicated.
I have got my usual wild shape, but I've also got this thing called Summon Beast. But I'm not sure if that's going to be as good as wild. If I'm going to help, I don't know who to help first. Get rid of the moose, or
Yeah, I think.
I'm trying to see a bit clearer. Here I am. I'm going to come in over there then. How far am I allowed to go?
You can yell out to us. as well.
You can move up to 6 squares and do an action. Or we could use a bonus action to a wild shape.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it might be too early for that. I can also sorry, I'm just reading. Because I changed it all. Now I have to remember it all.
That's all right. Take your time.
I've got this thing called detect thoughts, but that's not for animals. That's for people.
Yep.
Summon
very-
beast and yeah. I think wild shape would be more helpful, but then I can't talk while I'm in that.
Nope. You can you can
I can
understand what they're
communicate
saying.
with you.
Yeah, and bugs can telepathically communicate with you.
Okay. So the moose isn't as much as the moose being aggressive, but he's pawing his hoof,
Yep.
isn't he? Okay. Oh
He is.
gosh.
And this is what he looks like. And yes, he is covered in gore and blood.
Oh, okay. Oh god. All right then. I
So
can't
wild shape?
turn into a moose. It's just you can't go past a dire wolf, can you? You just can't.
You're a werewolf.
Yeah. I think because that's what I'll turn into that, and I'll just have to take the hard edge on the moose, unfortunately.
Okay, so there's your dire wolf.
Yeah.
You should be able to move that around. Let me just check the settings.
I get 6 more stairs. 6 more squares.
If you want to attack though, you get 0 more squares.
Okay. Well, I can't because there's no one here to attack yet, is there? They're all in the next little space.
Oh,
Moose is here.
Okay. I can't see the moose.
It's on the other
Yes.
side of a giant. It's a
Dial, yeah.
sundial, and that's so you just need to go up and around.
Okay.
You would have
so
seen it running down to that point.
So you
all
can
right.
get to
So I
there.
can just. All right, and then do an attack.
Oh, still can't. Sorry, I'll give you vision on the wolf. So you should be able to see the white.
Oh yeah, I
moose
can
now.
see him now. Yeah.
Yep. So wild.
Right,
So your wild shape, your bones crack and your bodies twist. You grow fur. Let out a guttural roar, and you're away. What would you like to do?
I'll bite him. I'll try
Okay.
to bite him. Yeah.
Okay, do it. Ooh, unfortunately, the transition into the wolf form was just a little bit disorientating, and you missed. Don't even
Still
get close to
time.
biting.
Yeah. So did I not even get near him?
It's hard to say. It seems to have its attention focused on Malobak, and your attack was just so wide that it missed. Okay,
Okay.
I think that's
Right.
your turn, Shajaya.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Scar,
Hey, Malcolm,
Yes.
with the tie, I just was looking at some rules because is it fine if we swap the order between me and Scar? Or
Technically, you can
in the tie and
choose the
initiative?
orders. Yes.
Are you happy to do that, Scar?
Muted.
Oh,
No
Scar.
Albert?
comment.
Albert? He's had his turn and run away to do something.
He can't hear you through the door.
You can't hear me.
Oh, sorry, I can hear you. What's going on?
I know, I was just wondering whether we swap order because I'm going to try and open the door to let you out.
Sure, man, go for it.
So I'm just going to yell to Bugs, "You're connected to him, right?
Sure.
Can you ask if he's near the door? If I open the door, will he be able to get out?"
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Am I
yeah,
allowed
yeah.
to open it? Yeah. I'll Scar, can you get near the door? We're gonna try open it.
I'm right next to it now, dying.
Okay,
And stuff.
cool.
Right next to it, dying. I yell out to Cal, get ready to pull him through if needed.
And stuff.
Okay, so and just for memory's sake, I needed to cast the shadow on this one. Malcolm, open
I
that
think it
door.
was the left one, wasn't it?
I think that one
No.
was for this one,
Yeah.
and that
Oh,
one
yeah.
was for
Yeah.
this one.
So
So I
you cast
need
the
to put my
moonbeam
moon-
there.
That one.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to cast Moonbeam right here. So I pull out my little sprig of mistletoe, focus all my energies, and just boom, cast Moonbeam right here.
Okay, nice. So moonbeam comes out. We'll put one of these little things. So put this little token here where you want to cast it.
I think it's there,
Okay.
and is it a 5-foot radius? Is it?
Oh, I
thought it
think
was
you're
a
right.
little bit bigger than
I
that.
think you're right. 5-foot radius. There we go. We'll replace it with that one.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, no, yeah, it's difficult to read the thing. At the 5-foot radius, yeah, awesome.
That's the
So
one. Yep.
if it goes there, that's pretty sweet. Cool. And then I can walk as well. Sorry, Tarvin. I'm the red flag. I'm just opening up Tarvin for an attack. Just gonna move up to there.
All right. Okay. So moonbeam voomf, goes
Yep.
up, and you are concentrating on it. Just keep that in mind. If you lose concentration,
yeah.
the door might close.
I know.
But on the plus side, come here. So small and fiddly. The door swings open. And okay, so the door creaks open. You see Cal just in front of you, Scar. You got this brown bear trying to claw at you. What do you do?
He's gonna have to disengage. He's getting his ass
Sure.
kicked, so he will disengage. And how far can he move when he disengages? Is that a 5-foot step, or is that a
No,
run for your
disengage.
life if you wanna?
Disengage is an action, which means a brown bear won't get a swipe at you. And you can move 6 squares for free, effectively.
Okay, cool. 1, excuse me. 2, watch out for my blood. 3, 4. He's gonna just go this far. He doesn't trust that shrub now either. And yeah, I think that's all he can do. Cool.
All right, so the door opens up. Scar scampers out. Cal, you sees what's happening inside now. And what happens inside, there's a brown bear. And you see Ravison smile and says, interesting. And there's a brown bear, boom, 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 screams out in your direction, just letting out a roar, launches at your throat.
Hold the line.
And that'll be a hit on Cal as it bites you for 6 points of piercing damage. Then it swipes back with its claws and just clanks off your armor. So your armor saves you from the second hit. Cal, it's up to you. It's this bear is, and there's this other bear you can hear roaring, wants a piece of you as well. What do you do?
Well, since I'm standing here anyway, I think it's time to get the axe out and do what dwarves do best.
Nice.
I'm going to act the one right in front of me, and we'll see if we can get a couple of attacks in here.
Okay, 16 hits. You hack into the beast.
My single-handed slash. 7.
7 points of damage. Cool. Big, massive fur starts. Chunk of is bleeding profusely.
Now the other bear isn't right next to it, within 5 feet, is it? Of me, where I am right now, because
No.
around the corner. No, that's fine. And then we will use the bonus action that I get. The where is it called? Not second wind.
Action surge.
Action surge. That's the one.
All right. So take a second attack.
Second attack with the battle axe.
Ugh. Once again, carves a piece out of the brown bear. It's had a roar in defiance. Roll damage. Ooh, 11. Nice.
11. Woohoo!
Yeah, the bear has got the 2 deep wounds across its hide. You get the impression it's fairly easy to hit. I mean, it's got fur for protection and not much else, but there's a lot of meat behind there. Okay, so carving twice. Tarvin, the moose is still stamping its feet, getting ready to charge. Apparently, you now.
Yeah, that's fine. Let him come. I'm going to fire an arrow right between his eyes if I'm good.
Okay, take a shot.
Not good.
Oh, the arrow just flies and doesn't connect with anything. Just gets taken away by the wind. No good.
Well, then
Don't you get a second attack? Don't you do that?
no, only if I use it in my first turn
Yeah, in the
of
first turn.
combat. Yeah. And first turn I trained an arrow on the shrub. I'm going to just bolt down over here behind the statue here.
Okay. Shrubby says, "Can I move now? Is it okay? I want to go. Can I move, please?" Saying to you, Tarvin.
Yeah. Don't go far. I need to talk to you after this.
Okay. And Shrubby takes a dash action. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a very agile shrub. So just starts running away with this little tree trunk-like legs moving and not being very effective. And Ravison. She is going to... I can't do that.
How long does the door stay open for? I forget.
As long as we've got the moonbeam,
How long does Moonbeam last?
it can last up to a minute.
Okay.
And so it's 6 seconds per round, so 10 rounds. So this is the
So if you
first
switched
round.
it off, you can lock them in there.
I've got plans. I've got plans.
Okay.
Ravison
Can she go
dashes.
Oh, dash
okay.
movement. Can she go through Cal?
She can certainly try. Get out of my way! And she throws her full force into you. You need to beat an 8.
On just a d20?
No, on athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ta-da!
Just so she bounces into you, and she actually try that again. She has multi-attack, so she's going to try and throw herself into you again. This time, she rolls a 5.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't fail that, Cal.
You can't lose it.
Even with a natural 1. Yeah. And she says, "Get out of my way!" Okay. The brown bear. Brown bear is going to try and push its way through you as well. It rolls a 22. So try and beat a 22 on athletics. Oh, come on! You are the wall. It does have 2 attacks though, so it's going to try again. This time it rolls a dirty 20.
Oh dear.
Oh, come on!
Amazing.
Oh. So Ravison throws herself up against Cal. The bear throws against Cal, and you just...
You shall not pass.
I was going to say just the same thing. Yes. Okay. Bugs.
Yeah. I think I can only see the bear and not Radisson. Is that correct?
What? Yeah, well, that's you see a slither of Ravison. Should have +5 to her AC if you want to take a shot at her.
Okay. If I were to move closer, right by Cal, would I be able to attack?
Well,
Here?
you can certainly try.
Yeah. I'll stay outside the door, but I'm going to attack her there with the sneak attack.
Okay. Okay, yeah, take a shot, and it will be sneak attack damage if you hit.
First one doesn't.
No, swing and a miss. 13. Just clanks off her hide armor. 13 hits. I tell a lie. 13 hits. So you do slice into her with your second rapier, and you will get sneak attack damage. Oh,
16.
Wait, just a second, sorry.
Yeah, it was your second. You don't get the sneak on your second if you're two-handed, right?
Two-weapon fighting, yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
The rule is you're
Oh, yeah,
only
okay.
allowed 1 sneak attack damage per turn. So if she hit twice,
Oh,
it
yeah,
counts for
copy
once.
that.
But that
Yep.
does work, and I don't think... I thought she had bark skin prepared, but she doesn't. So you carve into her, just slice across her face and do 16 points of damage. She wipes the blood off her nose.
I twitch my whisker at her.
She snarls back. Okay. The white moose. Still pouring at the ground.
Okay. I'm quite close to her now, though. Her.
Yep, you will get an attack of opportunity because it starts just tearing off, badoosh, 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 and charges straight at Tarvin. But firstly, Shajar, you can get a free bite attack against it if you like.
What about that statue?
It's going to get a... fair enough. We'll go for Malamuk.
Sorry.
I can't bite the moose when it's not next to me, though.
Well, this is what
You get
happens. It was
Yeah.
right here, and it starts moving, completely ignoring you. And because it's
Okay.
ignoring you, it's effectively turned its back to you. And so you get a
Right.
free attack on it as it starts moving. So right
Okay,
where it's
so-
here. Yep.
Yeah.
Take a bite.
Okay. That come through?
It did, so that could be good. So 13 points of damage as you bite as its hide as it walks past. And it needs to succeed on a strength saving throw. Tell you what, Malamuk, since you're in the line of fire here, we're going to have you roll this. And,
For the moose.
yep, you want to roll a 1 to an 8. Roll a d20
1
and
to-
roll a
yep.
1 to an 8. That would be good.
Yeah, you saw through my plan. I was going to roll a d8, but yeah, d20.
D20, and you want a 1 to an 8.
A 2.
A 2?
Did that come through?
A 2, I see the 2.
Nice.
So,
So the white moose starts pouring and starting to charge toward Malamuk, but just at the last second, Shajaya takes a big bite out of its butt, and it falls to the ground prone. Now, the good thing about that is it's not going to be able to charge Malamuk and potentially break Malamuk's concentration. But that was just its movement. It snorts, it stands up, and it turns its full attention to Shajaya. And the first thing it does is it gets its antlers and tries to stick it deep into your hide. And I rolled a natural 1. I'm rolling terribly. But then it rears back on its hind legs and attempts to bring the hooves down.
Whoa.
That's much better. So the hooves clunk into your direwolf, doing 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Now its eyes are completely on you, Shajaya. Speaking of Shajaya, back to you.
Okay, I'm going to have to give it another attack then, aren't I?
Yep.
Bite.
Oh, no. Here's the
Oh.
first one of the night. Yeah.
Knocked me out.
Okay, you can move if you like, but it will attack you if you do move, or you could just stay there.
There's no one here, is there? Help me.
Well, we're just around the corner, so I can just take a
Okay,
step out.
I'll just
Yeah.
stay here
All
so
right.
I can claim some pride.
Okay, nice. Well, you missed, but you've got the moose occupied at least. Scar.
It's my turn. You skipped through me.
Oh, sorry.
Malamak's turn.
Malamak, yes,
Yep.
Malamak.
I'm just going to move down 1, 2, and I'm then going to use my action to move the moonbeam. I yell out, Shajar, if you hear me, don't touch the moonbeam. Don't run through it at all. Very bad for shapeshifters. I'm just going to move it, if I can, to, I reckon, here. Boom. And that puts it in it, so when it starts its next turn. But that should close the door. I'm looking at the door if the door's closed. Has the door closed?
Yep. The door is closed.
Oh, yay. And then I go, I think I'm gonna back off here, 1, 2, to about here so I can keep an eye on it. Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Now let me just check one thing here. Because that's a good move. It is. Okay. Cool. Let me check something. Okay. Okay, so the door slams shut. You move the moonbeam onto the moose. Now I believe that'll matter on its particular turn. Nothing will technically happen yet. When I create, so yes, it needs to make a con save on its turn, but we'll get
Its
there.
turn. Yep.
Okay, Scar.
Okay, 5, okay, those two are good. 10, 15, 20. And he'll stay out of the... Heard what's going on outside. Hasn't seen it, but he'll stay there. Out of sight of the moose, hopefully. Based on his hit points, he's feeling pretty smashed up. But he will prepare so that if anything passes through that gap that he doesn't like, he'll take a swing at it.
Okay. So more importantly, if something comes towards you, you can attack at it. So if something comes within range, like the moose or maybe the wolf or the druid, you'll take a swing at them. Sound good?
That's the one.
Okay, Cal and Bugs, you hear a bear roaring inside and clawing at this door. Cal, you remember how much damage you did to it with a mighty axe swing? Just a little fraction. So there's lots of roaring inside. Almost sounds like frustration. You hear Ravison say something. You're not sure what she's saying, though. It's too hard to make out and might not even be in a language you understand. Carvin. Oh, sorry, Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to stay here, prepared action for if the door opens, ready to swipe at whoever suddenly pops up if another moonbeam reopens the door.
Okay. Cool. So it's getting there. Axe ready. The door opens. You're ready to open it. To hit whatever comes out. Tarvin.
Okay, I'm just going to just hop to here. I can see the moose. I'm going to fire an arrow at it.
Okay. Cool.
Try to do some damage this time.
Okay. Taking aim and
what a joke.
firing. That's at the moose. Let me double check. Yeah, it just flies off into the wind. Doesn't hit at all.
Terrible rolls. I thought I did this badly last session. Now it's all over again. 1s and 2s. Painful. It's Tarvin. He's going to, maybe for his own safety, just duck back behind the statue there. He had a shot, but it went nowhere.
Ah, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shrubby starts taking off away from it. You hear Cal and Bugsy. You hear some. You're not sure, but you hear Ravison, you assume, muttering something under her breath. Some type of spell goes off, and the door opens.
What?
Breaking the rules.
Oh, no. I'll explain what it is afterwards, but the door does open. The bear here, we'll do, the brown bear had a prepared action first. So the brown bear is going to go first. It's going to try and grapple Bugs. So Bugs, you can make an athletics or acrobatics and try and beat a 17. So tries to grab you around the neck. And you just dodge out the way Neo style, but then it comes for a second bite attack. A second grapple attack. And this time it rolls a dirty 21. A 21? Yeah, 21. No, 19. Sorry, 19. I clicked the wrong thing, but it's 19. But it's not enough. So this bear reaches out, grabs you in its teeth. You're effectively held by the bear, and the bear picks you up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and drags you out over here. If you like, Cal, you can have attack of opportunity.
And my ready to attack as well? Or?
You can do both. Actually, no, your ready to attack uses a reaction.
Right.
So you can either attack the bear or attack Ravison. You're not going to be able to do both.
Okay, I'm going to attack the bear then, which is the one that I hit before.
Okay, sure. Take a swing.
Right.
Oh, the 11 hits. As I said, this thing's just a bunch of fur. So you hack into it as it's walked by and takes 5 points of damage. So this is the one you've been attacking before, and it looks like a bloodied mess. Okay. So Ravison did that. That turn, that went off. You went off. Okay, that was her action to do that. Now she has space to escape. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you can... no, you don't get an attack of opportunity, but she rushes out here and glares around at everybody. You shall pay for this! Now, the other brown bear is going to... No, actually, she doesn't do that. With her bonus action, you see her transform into a wolf. So, she too has... Yeah, not nearly as big as Shajaya. But you do see she rushes out past Cal. Then you see her bones cracking, fur growing on her back. And in the place of Ravison is now a wolf. But that will be her turn with the... this bear... This bear still needs to go. And it will rush up and just plain old attack Cal. Comes at you with its bite and its claws. And it manages to jump on you on its hind legs, bite into your shoulder, rip out a bit of the flesh, then tries to claw you across the chest in the same motion, but it misses a second time. But the net effect is 11 points of piercing damage from this brown bear.
So I'm going to use one of my superiority dice to... I think I can do like a counter attack or an attack on... No, I can either reduce the damage or a missed attack I can do an attack back, I think. So I'm just trying to find where it is here on the actions.
So this is your superiority.
So it's a riposte. So a creature misses with a melee attack. Use your... well, it says it uses a reaction. to expend one superiority. So have I used my reaction in that first attack that I did on the bear, or do I get another reaction now?
Let me think. So it was...
Because I had a prepared attack, so I assumed I had a prepared attack, which was whatever happened for the first bear, and then I had a readied attack as well. So surely one was a reaction, the other was an action. So I don't know if I've used up my reactions.
You have, because technically firing off a prepared action takes a reaction. Like you react to the situation in front of you and you attack.
Okay, I was just checking with you on that one, because in which case just the 11 points of damage, is that correct?
Yep, 11 points of damage is a net effect as it claws into you. A bit of rule lawyering there, but we got there. Okay, so there, claws across your chest. Bugs. You don't see Ravison, but you do see a wolf. And you do see a very angry white moose.
I believe I see teeth right now.
He's in a bear.
Oh yeah, you do see teeth as well, yep.
So how do can I
You can use an
acrobatic
action.
out of it?
Yep, but that will be your
Yep.
action.
Yep. Let's
Okay.
do that.
Okay, so it's got its teeth bared into. It rolls a dirty 20. So athletics or acrobatics. Yeah, you're still stuck in there. And unless you've got your bonus action there, Bugs, that's all you've got.
Yeah,
So
I'm
can't
just looking
move.
at it. I believe I used Misty Step last round. Unfortunately, because it's a cantrip thingy that I got from leveling up, I can't tick it off.
So that's your turn?
Can I hop with it in my mouth? I mean, being in his mouth. Can I hop?
No.
Somehow? No. Okay.
Unfortunately not. Because hop is just a special type of movement. And your movement is 0.
Right.
Can you stab it? Oh no, that was your action, eh?
Yeah. Action to try and break free.
Yep.
So I think that's it, Bugs.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay, I believe the moose needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'll just. I think it's. Let's have a look. The saving throw is 14.
Okay, so it makes a saving throw with a 17. I suspect
So
that's
it
going to
gets,
take half
it gets
damage.
half of this, half damage. So click.
Okay, so 6
Half
points.
of 12, 6 points of radiant damage. If it's a shape changer, it also reverts to its normal thing, just in case that's one of its things.
Noted, but it is an actual moose.
Yeah, just checking. It was a somewhat
Okay.
hope.
It wants to get away from this moonbeam. It wants to get away from the direwolf. So, Shajaya, once again, as it turns its back on you, looks like it's getting ready to charge Scar. You need to make another attack, please. So make a bite attack, a free bite attack.
Okay. If I sorry, I'm just trying to read about the other things I could do. If I bite the moose while it's in the moonbeam, does that affect me?
Nope.
Okay.
No, not from this particular angle. No, you're good. So this time, once again, you just bite into this creature. Take a big bite out of its hide. It takes 9 points of piercing damage. And once again, it needs to make a strength saving throw. I'm going to have you make this Scar, and it's 13. Roll a d20, Scar, and roll a 1, 2, 9. 1, 2, wait, let me do the math. 13, 9. A 1, 2, and 8. So Scar, roll a d20. You want a 1, 2, 8. No pressure. Oh, come on!
Yeah.
Oh. So, staring death in the eye, Albert, you managed to do it. Once again, it falls to the ground. It stands up again, because that was just its movement. And it turns its full attention to Shajaya. So it fell prone. Actually, it does fall prone. Well, I might still be able to pull this off. So it fell prone. stands up. 10, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20. Now let me make sure. So half movement to stand up, and then it moves 20. Yeah, it can still do it. It's so Shajai hits it at the back. It falls to the ground. It uses half its movement to stand up, shakes its head off, comes straight through the moonbeam, which won't affect it a second time, and comes straight charging at you. Now it's got its head down and just charging straight at you, antlers pointed towards you. But it rolls an 11. You dodge out the side and it just crashes against this thing. And you do take note that if it hits you with a charge attack, you'd be skewered on its antlers more than likely. In frustration, it raises up its hooves and tries to stomp down upon you, but again, Scar, you dodge out the way. The white moose does not get the charge attack or its stomp attack in. Okay, dodged a bullet there, Scar.
Did Scar have a prepared action to attack it if it came out?
It did.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, you can take a swipe at it. And maybe that's why it missed, because you swiped at it.
Oh, definitely. Here we go. Awesome.
Oh,
you so well.
13 hits.
Oh, what?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Here we go.
So 7 points of
Take that.
damage. Yeah, so it's try and charge you. You step aside at the last moment and go to get hack across its flank. And it's looking even more annoyed if that was possible. Because that's just your prepared action, Scar. So that's you for now. But now, Shajaya, it's your turn.
Malamak
So-
yells out, "Stay out of the moonbeam!"
I'm going to go over towards the moose. So I've only got 6 squares of movement.
No, as a direwolf, you have 10
Okay.
squares of movement.
Okay.
Okay, so you could safely go around like this if you wanted to avoid the moonbeam, and you'd have plenty of movement to do it that way, or around the other way.
Okay. For some reason, my token is not moving very well.
That line in the middle is a wall.
Yeah,
You can't go through that
Yeah.
wall.
Well, that will be why I can't go
You've got to
through a
go-
wall. Okay,
Go
that makes
below
sense.
it.
There we go.
It's hard to tell that's a wall because it looks
Yeah.
like a actual
Design on the
vertical
floor. or something.
arrow. Yeah. Okay, so I'm in front of the moose now.
Yep, you can do another bite attack if you like.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, that hits once again.
She gets advantage because she's got Scar threatening as well, right?
Yeah.
Let's have a
Pack
look.
tactics. Pack tactics.
You are right. Yes, pack tactic. So roll again for your bite attack, because you might roll a natural 20. So just make another bite attack. Okay, always worth rolling for. So regardless, you take a big hack
Roll.
at this white moose who's looking pretty damaged at the moment, and needs to make another strength saving throw. Since this isn't as important, I'll roll it. And of course, it makes it when it's not important. So it's not knocked prone, but you do take a huge bite out of it. Okay, well done, Shajai. Malamak.
Yeah, I'm going to move this. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 20. 5, 6 is 30. 7, 8 is 40. 9 is 45. And I place it on the on that person there, and yeah, it says that shape changes. Oh no, sorry, it's on their turn. So if it starts its turn in there, then it will begin. Now, it has some specific things with shape changing. If I go up into here, can the moose not get me? If I go up into, sorry, I didn't click it long enough. if it's a 5-foot gap, or can it squeeze in or something like that?
My answer this is you're certainly welcome to try.
Okay, cool. Just a mechanics thing. All right, fair enough.
Uh-huh.
I think that I'm going to. Yeah, I'll try. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll go there. Cool. That's my turn.
Okay. As some D&D geekness, who can tell me who Jeremy Crawford is? Does anybody know?
Pat. If it was going to be one of us, it was going to be Pat.
And Jeremy Crawford, he effectively wrote Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And he does lots of rulings and bits and pieces. And Jeremy Crawford tweeted that druids in wild shape do not get their form changed by Moonbeam, because they're not specifically a shape changer. Things like doppelgangers would. But so
Okay.
I say, Malamak, you know this. If you still want to place your Moonbeam there, you can. But it will not change.
I'll leave it there because it's not that big of a punishment. If it was a terrible one, then it's fine. I think that way I want to leave it on her for a bit.
Okay.
Okay. But I yell out, Shazaya! I suddenly read a tweet. You're fine. You can run through the moonbeam. The birds told me. They were twittering in my ear.
This is the actual tweet by Mr. D&D Crawford. So designated as a shape changer. So druids are not shape changers, so it doesn't matter. And Shazaya rules barks back in agreement. Scar, perhaps feeling very lucky as you have deflected this charging moose with its antlers down. What do you do?
He wants to go and attack that bear that's on bugs, but that would draw an attack of opportunity, which he can't handle at the moment. So he will. Oh, look, he'll just try and block that. Oh, that's Shajai. I was like, oh, fuck, there's a wolf there too. All right, he's gonna take. He'll just move there, stay in range of the moose, and take a at advantage attack.
At advantage because
Shajai is there.
Nope, that's just for Shajaya. She has a special thing called pack tactics. So
Oh,
an
right,
ally
cool.
is close to that. She gets advantage, but you don't. So just a straight roll.
Oh, he just gets advantage because he's cool. Is it a roll? What would Richard say?
I'll look it up and see what Jeremy Crawford says.
Yes.
Oh,
regular.
no. So swing and a miss.
Love you.
Yep. So unfortunately, yeah, just swing. You don't even connect with the creature, and it snorts its way a noise back at towards you.
Okay.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah. Yep, only got 2 points of healing, so that's not going to make a difference. Cool. Yep. That's us.
Okay.
He'll stay there and just you shall not try and do a you shall not pass on that area.
Okay, this brown bear rears its head back, throws you onto the ground, Bugs, effectively breaking the grapple, and then as you're lying on the ground, it rakes its claws across you, but you dodge left, you dodge right. But then it attempts to pick you up in its maul again with its... so it throws you to the ground, releases, and tries to pick you up again, and it rolls a 14. So you beat acrobatics or athletics with a 14. The bear just throws you onto the ground, picks you up, and shakes you around
played
again.
with.
Yeah, pretty much. It did try to attack you, but so you're in its toothy maw again. You don't take any damage because it's just grappling you.
Yeah.
But that's its turn. Cal. Cal, who is muted.
Right. Well, since I can't, I could disengage, but then I can't go and help Bugs. I'm going to attack the bear to my immediate self.
Okay, take a swing.
With that.
Fairly easy to hit. Just fur covering it. And you do 11 points of damage. And Yeah. Now bloody matty fur, and is roaring at you, ready to pounce on you. Is that your turn, Cal?
I believe that. Yes, that is.
Okay, and Tarvin.
Right. Okay. Maybe third time lucky. I might actually be able to hit something. So got the bow in hand, and yeah.
Gonna shoot
That's
Ravison.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Ravison in wolf form.
Yeah. I'll attempt to shoot at Ravison. Here we go.
Okay. Good shot.
Oh, that's more like it.
Oh, wow. Yes, that gets a chair, and that definitely hits.
Ah. Only 5 damage though.
Yeah,
A crit.
It was a crit.
you can roll another d8 on top of that. So just roll a d8.
I would love to. Okay.
Move out this way for a second. So a total of 10 points of damage. Okay, it sinks into the wolf. The wolf lets out a little alp, but Ravison's form does not fall. She's still in wolf. She's still a wolf.
Okay.
But regardless, the long bow does hit. Nice shot.
Thomas just going to move back to here. Okay, that's me.
Shrubby says, "Ah! Ah!"
Oh, Shrubby.
Shrubby takes off. Okay, Ravison's turn. So first of all, she needs to make a con save.
Yep.
14.
14.
Gonna move this off to the side just for a sec. Ravison, con save. She rolls a dirty 20, so she's going to take half damage. So roll damage for Moonbeam.
Yeah. Cool.
So 4
4,
points
so
of
2.
radiant damage. So the wolf vanishes. Ravison appears in its place. And she's going to take the remaining 3 points of damage. The wolf was on 1 hit point. So she goes down to
So
that.
that'll be 2 because she can make the save. So she takes 1 point of damage.
Oh, okay.
Half of 4 is 2.
You're right. I forgot she made the save.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and she needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Which she passes. That's to maintain concentration on, I don't know, something you don't know. So she's taken the moonbeam damage. Now it's her turn. Once again, she's going to cast this spell again. Oh, no, that's what she's going to do. So once again, ice, hail, all sorts of things come pummeling down from above. I need Tarvin and Scar to make me dexterity saving throws. Scar, nope. Tarvin, yes. So no matter what I roll, Scar, it's going to... well, technically it could be less than 8, but I doubt it. But we'll roll it. You take 2d8. So take half of this, Tarvin. So this is bludgeoning damage. There we go. That is enough
6.
to knock Scar down. Yep, 6 points of damage. Scar, you are down on the ground and you are bleeding out. But the fun's not over yet. Tarvin, you also take this much in ice damage. Oops. It's another 14 points in ice damage. And this area now is difficult terrain, as the ice is ice all over the place, slippery ice. And Ravison. Oops. You stay there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She ducks around the corner. Okay, that's Ravison's turn. Brown bear next to Tarvin. Next to Cal, sorry. Brown bear. Once again, launches up on its haunches, tries to bite you, rolls a natural 20 for a total of 14 points of damage. So it gets a firm grip on your throat. And as it's got its grip on its throat, it brings its claw across to try and dig it deep into your chest. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Have a look inside of Discord, everybody.
Huh.
So another critical hit, Cal, for 22 points of damage.
I think I'm going to use a reaction to parry and reduce the damage by a superiority dice +2.
Okay.
Going to use my parry on that. So, what is that, a D20?
That's, I don't know, roll again. Because it'll be,
Alright, so
it's your D8 +2, isn't it?
hang on, where are they? Yep, it's the D8.
So just roll a D8 and we'll add 2 to it.
Oh, well, that was worse.
Oh, no.
So, 22, that's 19 points of damage, is that correct? 19 left over?
22, yeah, 19.
Okay.
He's still up?
Yes, just.
Okay, wow, that's what happens when you get hit with a double natural 20. Yeah, Cal, well, yes, you are looking rough.
But had I not done the superiority dice there, I would have been down. So there we go.
Well done surviving 2 critical hits. That's no joke. Okay, Bear is doing an absolute number. You're just tearing you to shreds. But you're a dwarf. You're made of sterner stuff than that. Bugs, you still have a problem. You're in about grasp of a brown bear.
I'm gonna use my rapiers at this point.
Sure.
And just try slash at the throat that's holding me, I guess.
Yeah, so no disadvantages or anything. The only effect is your movement is 0. So yeah, you can attack twice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I don't get this sneak attack on this.
Oh, no, definitely no sneak attack. First
Does
attack,
11 hit?
it does hit.
Oh, okay. And the second one.
But a 9 does not. So roll damage for the rapier.
6 damage.
6 damage, yeah, no sneak. So, yep, you carve into the bear. Still doggedly holding on, though. Looks messed up, but it has still got a grip on you.
Yeah.
Okay. The white moose, once again, is going to try and get away from Shijaya. Shijaya, make an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I am sorry.
That's right.
Did that work?
Yes, it did, and that still hits. Tarvin, I'm going to ask you to roll this one. Roll a d20, and you want to roll a 1, 2, and 8.
Okay.
d20 and a 1, 2, and 8. So high is bad. Ooh, 9 is not good enough. So Shijar rakes at him, does some damage. The moose breaks free, doesn't trip up, steps over the body of Scar, comes launching in here, snorting and looking around, and it sees Tarvin, and it raises its horn. It just comes charging straight at Tarvin. Horns down.
Difficult terrain?
Ooh, let's see. It would have expired. No, it would be difficult terrain. Okay, so it's still going to attack you, but it's not going to get the charge attack, which means you might not. If it hits you with an attack while charging, it's 2d8. So that's not going to happen. But it gets in there, slides around in classic YouTube fashion, getting nowhere. So it's not going to get a charge attack, but it is going to attack you once with its antlers. Oh, because it's a slippery feet, it kind of lost its balance due to its antlers. So its antlers just useless, but it does raise up its hooves at the last moment, comes stomping down on you for 9 points of bludgeoning damage, Darwin.
Okay.
And that's the white
9
moose.
points.
9 points, yep. Shajaya.
Yes. So, what... I can go into the moonbeam and it won't
Yeah.
affect me.
It's not a movement. What's this thing?
This is
Yeah, what's
ice. This is difficult
What's this
terrain.
one? What's this
Oh,
one?
ice.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she cast Ice Storm. She cast Ice Storm, and the result is all the stuff is covered in extra slippery things. So yeah, you could go right, step over top of Scar's body,
Scar.
and you could attack the moose if you want to.
I'll have a go at the moose again, and I have to just summon all my strength.
All right.
Hopefully not roll a 2.
So you're slipping and sliding as well, but you do get there, and that does hit the moose. Okay, as this moose was charging towards Tarvin, you sweep around the back and you jump on its back and claw and bite and gnash, and you just rip the white moose from above, and it falls to the ground in a bloody heap, no longer moving. The dire wolf strikes again.
Yay!
Yay.
Goodness.
Yeah, so sad I didn't get a charge attack off. Mullamuck, you are up.
And so this ice, it's just difficult terrain. It's not an area effect or anything like that, right?
Yep, difficult terrain.
Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, step to there, and I get vision on a few people. I might actually just move this with my action to go. If I put it on the bear down here, would bugs also be in it, because technically it's in it's in its mouth?
I'm going to say in this special case, yes. Can't get
Okay,
the brown
cool.
bear.
In which
not
case-
bugs.
Yeah, I'm going to move it. 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and
Okay.
then move back around the corner. 1, 2. I get that's by half, because I get 6 spaces at half speed. Cool.
Yes. Okay, Scar, I see you made your death saving throw.
Failed it. Yep.
Yep, one failure. Yep.
Fail it.
So keep in
Oh.
mind, if it comes right to Scar again and he rolls a natural 1, Scar will die. Your
Don't ask me to
options.
roll over frickin' 10. It's impossible.
So your options are, to save Scar, you can do 2 things. You can cast a healing spell on him, or you could rush up to him inside and attempt a medicine check. And a medicine check
Stabilize.
is DC 10, which won't bring him conscious, but it'll stop him
Be
from
right back.
dying. Okay. So that's Scar. The brown bear on bugs does the same thing. Drops you. Tries to claw you. Ooh, this time it does hit. Rolls a 23, so take 9 points of slashing damage, bugs. And as it's slashing you, it throws you up in the air, tries to chomp on you again to hold you down. And you need... Oh, I rolled a natural 1. So you need to beat a 5 on your athletics to break the grip, bugs.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah,
Or is it just
acrobatics, sorry.
athletics? Okay.
Acrobatics. I don't imagine you can fail this. There you go. So finally, the bear releases its grip on you. So you're free to move. When it comes to your turn, of course. Cal, still engaged with this brown bear who ripped you to shreds last turn. What do you do?
So I'm going to engage my second wind,
Okay.
which I can use one from short rest to give me a 1d10 plus 4 for hit points straight off the bat. So I need a bit more points, for which that's 4, 8.
Yep.
Takes me up to 10. I'm going to take the dodge action as well, because you'll know that I got that thing where I can use one of my I can use my hit dice to dodge.
Dwarven
From the
resilience.
project. Yep.
Okay.
When do I roll the hit dice for that? Now?
Now, yep.
And that's, for me, it's D10 plus 4 again.
Okay.
100. Go for better rolls. 8 plus 4, 12. So
Okay,
that's
nice.
12. Okay, good. Yep, good. So that's me, I think.
So
Yep.
you heal up, and the other advantage is your dodge action. So those things will have disadvantage against attacking you. But we will see how this pans out. Tarvin, White Moose is down. What do you do?
Good. I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike as a bonus action.
Oh, nice.
And why does it? Why did I just roll the dice? I don't know.
What's just extra damage you'll get on the Zephyr Strike if you hit?
Oh, okay, right, cool. Okay, well, I'm going to attack. Ooh, let's go for the bear.
Which bear?
Oh, what?
One he can see.
Oh, this one? Okay, sure.
Yeah. There's another bear. Oh, there's one they're fighting Cal, right? Yeah, the one that's got bugs and it's more. Okay, here we go.
At advantage.
Oh, is it? Oops. Okay, I'll
Is a
roll
Zephyr
again.
Strike.
No need to roll
Well, you
again.
might roll a natural 20. Never hurts. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so you cast Zephyr Strike, your arrows charge up and poof, you shoot, and that will hit the bear. Yeah, roll damage. Actually, it doesn't matter
That's
because
five.
it has 5 hit points, so even without the Zephyr Strike alone, takes the bear down. At 5 hit points left. Okay, things are turning in your favor at last.
I can move an extra 30 feet, but I don't really need to. But I'm just going to get off this terrain. Oh, it doesn't make any difference. I'll stay put.
Okay.
Yep.
Ah! Shrubby runs some more. Ravison. Well, first of all, she needs to make a Constitution saving throw for the moonbeam.
Ah, yes, that's right.
So Constitution saving throw. She rolls a 14. So which will make it, but she'll still take 5 points of damage.
Mhm.
And she needs to make another Constitution saving throw. And just makes it. I'll move that back there. She's still concentrating on the bears. Okay, Miss Ravison. This bear that is attacking you, Cal, for some reason, poof, disappears. It is no longer there. Well, that's strange, you think? On the other hand, 2 more bears appear.
I see what's happening here.
Yeah,
Well, I don't see 2 more bears appearing. Where are they?
yeah, I'm working on it. I'm just seeing where she can place them. Unoccupied, so anywhere within 60 feet that she can see. So one's going to appear next to you, Tarvin. And she can't actually... I'll see what she can see. So we'll give her a vision. 60. So she can definitely see Tarvin. And she moves here. She's not going to move back into the moonbeam. But another brown bear appears in front of you, Bugs. It gets its own initiative. So it should be one more. And she says, "Attack them, my pretty pets. Shred their limbs." And the other thing that happens is this difficult terrain is now no longer difficult terrain. So that's her action. And bonus action, she is going to wild shape into a wolf again. Where's my wolf? So she wild shapes into a wolf. And yeah, and that's her turn. Bugs.
Yeah. Hal's looking pretty good now. I'm thinking I might take a free action to disengage from this bear.
Okay.
And 2, 3, 4. Come up over here. That was my bonus action, sorry.
Yep.
And I'll attack this one up here.
Okay, you do notice Scar bleeding next to you on the brink of death.
That's why I came up this way.
Okay. I will emphasize once again, if Scar gets to Scar's turn again and he rolls a 1 on a d20, he will die.
That's not gonna
I don't think I have anything to help him.
Okay. You can do a medicine check to stabilize him, which require a DC
I'm at
10
-2 on that.
Oh, so those are the facts. What do you do with those facts, Bugs? Do you attack the brown bear still?
It's DC 10. Minus. Oh, I mean, I could try, I guess. I could come over here.
Interesting
I need a-
decisions is what D&D is all about.
Yeah.
Okay, make a medicine check. Press F to pay
Oh, sorry, it's not a -2. It's at disadvantage. So no, I'm not going to do that.
Why would it be at disadvantage?
Because of my psi crystal.
Okay. So brown bear it is.
We have disadvantage on wisdom checks.
Okay, so sounds like it's a brown bear attack. You will get sneak attack damage if it hits. And oh wow, that's big damage right there.
Yep. So you roll 2 twice for the.
Well, roll damage normally for your
Alright.
rapier. So that's 17.
Plus another D8.
Plus another D8 and plus another D6. So 24, 32 points of damage. I think that's got to be a record, Bugs. When you get sneak attack on a critical hit, it does. So you
And the other one is for 7.
The other attack is for 7. Oh, wow. So you just start carving into this thing. You hack into it. It looks as if it's barely
I've still
holding
got
on.
bear slobber on me. I'm not too happy with these things.
And this time, you take out a bear in one turn.
One shot.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yep, one shot had 34 hit points, and I think you did 41, something
nice.
like that.
Merci.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow, yeah, that gets another cheer.
Yay.
And the brown bear lets out a special type of scream. Okay. Shajaya.
Hello.
This, I mean, you can do what you like. I will point out that you do know as a druid, you could drop your wild shape just for no action whatsoever and go back into Shajaya form. And if you have healing magic, you could apply it to Scar.
Okay, rather than attack the other wolf, give that to Malamuk.
Yep, you'd have to drop your form, though, to cast a spell.
Yeah. And then couldn't go back into my form.
On your next turn, you could.
On your next turn, you
Okay.
could. So is that what you
She's
do?
going to have a turn. Yeah, I will. She's going to have a turn before me, so I'm hoping that someone can get rid of her. Right,
So
so,
you-
I'm going to.
You'll just need to move next to Scar to cast it, is the only slight complication.
Step over bodies.
Casting Cure Wounds.
Okay, you'd have to go there. You can't stand on bugs, but that's just as good. Yeah, but
Bugs.
You just hold bugs in your mouth. That's the standard way of being sensible.
Your holy energies does infuse Scar. And Scar, you'd be pleased to know you have 7 hit points.
Late.
Scar
Thank
back with
goodness.
us?
He's
Welcome
not.
back.
Yep.
We should be in a
He's-
different order.
We're in the same.
Oh, Malamak should be first? Okay, sure. We'll do Malamak
Yeah,
then
that's right.
Scar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Am I seeing the same images as everyone? Because Bucks is underneath Scar on my screen.
They're next to each other.
Are next to each other.
Bugs
Okay.
there. Scar
Ah.
there.
Okay, that's why I was standing on Bugs.
It's a thing to do, apparently. Okay, Malamak.
1, 2, 3. Is that where the wolfie is? I'm going to place it just here so that it opens up a flank. Yeah, and I'm going to go back up this way. We're a bit grouped up. And then 1, 2, 3 again.
Okay. So dashing
Go.
back into the corridor, moving the move being onto her. Scar,
The
just
move
for,
being-
just for shits and giggles, Scar, why don't you roll me a d20? Let's see if you would have rolled that natural one. Just
This
for
is where
shits
it
and
rolls.
giggles.
This natural 20 doesn't count.
Not a chance. Well, a 5% chance.
No, yeah, it would have been 2 death saving throws. But regardless, Shajaya cast Cure Light Wounds on you, and you are back up. You are prone on the ground, and you have 7 hit points.
Okay, looks at Shajaya. Light wounds. Is that all I'm worth? No, no, he doesn't say that. Okay, that's the Druid DC lady. 1, 2, 3. I can't reach her. Damn it.
I assume
And
you
everything
stand
else
up.
is dead. Yeah. Stand up and dust himself off. Give Shajara a nod. Thank you. And move 1. He'll just move there behind the. Oh no! He'll take a shot at this. This is the druid, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's clean up these dead
He'll
bodies.
take a
Yes.
shot at her with his spell of. Oh, she can have a mighty sacred flame on her. Dexterity 13. So,
Sacred Flame. Okay, so Sacred Flame. What the hell is Sacred Flame?
25, 30. Oh, I'll check it up. How do I do that? Like that? Did that come up?
We'll get there. So it's a dexterity saving throw. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Not on. No, actually, it's a wolf stats. So dex rolls. It fails.
Hey!
When you
Okay.
it does 1d8 damage.
Woohoo! Here we go. Settle down. Oh,
1d8.
that's not terrible.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Pretty good. I can make sure we do it on the right one. Yep. So it takes 7 points of damage. The good
Okay,
news
and
is.
with that, I better get out of her way in case she gets Angus at me, because I don't think I can take another hit. Being unconscious 90% of the time is not fun for Scar.
Tell me, why don't you roll me a d20 and roll a 1 to an 8? That's Scar. D20 and you want a 1 to an 8.
Oh, he can do that easy as. All right, sweet. Here we go.
Asking the
You're in
wrong
his,
person.
You're in his ballpark now.
No.
Ah, damn it.
Okay. So that was her to maintain concentration on a conjure animal. So this bear does not disappear. Is that your turn, Scar?
Yeah, it is.
The brown bear charges at Cal. There's some more natural 20s here. I don't, but it does claw into you. It does bite into you, just slashing, gnawing, and both attacks hits.
Was that at disadvantage because of the dodge?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to give myself a. Yep. Because that was going to do 24 points of damage, which would have taken you down. So, well done, Cal. Okay. Yep. So that was a 12 and an 8 because there was a disadvantage. Cal, you are no longer dodging.
Oh, right.
You no longer
Oh
have a
well,
prepared action.
actually, besides that, if it was a melee attack on me, then I could expend one of my dice and do
A riposte.
a riposte attack again.
Yep, sure, do it.
Where's my bonus action for that? Reaction. Well, where are they gone? So superiority dice on that. So it'll be the riposte attack. Battle axe.
Ah, come on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's all right. So that's the 5 plus a. What are we adding to that?
Another D8.
And an 8.
Oh, nice. So 13 points of damage for a free attack, basically. Nice. Oops. So
Oh, hang on. Did I not roll my superiority dice? Hang on. Let me just read the thing there. For that attack.
oh yeah, you do get another D8 on top of that.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, no, it's okay if you don't want to do it. That's fine.
Plus another 5 on that.
Wow, that
18.
is quite the hit back. Yeah, well done, Cal. Now it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, if you like that, then you can have a little bit more of this. Is 13 enough?
13 is enough.
And 4.
4. Wow, yeah, you just carve into this creature. It's looking pretty bad, but it is still up. Okay, well done, Cal. That's nice. Not your round and your round. Good work. Tarvin.
I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike again.
Okay.
2.
So
Okay.
extra 2 damage.
And then fire at the wolf, which is also the druid.
At advantage, thanks to Zephyr Strike.
Oh yeah, well, I keep forgetting. Sorry. Okay, there's the first roll. Oh, so close.
Yeah. So you cast Zephyr Strike, power up your arrow, whoosh, fly straight and true, and
10.
does 10 points of damage. Now, so what happens is the wolf form fades, and Ravison reappears, and she takes 4 points of damage. She says, "This will not stand! Shrubby, attack!" Shrubby's continues to run away. Okay. Now, would you like to move Tarvin? You also get extra 10 feet of movement with Zephyr Strike as well. So if you want to move, you get extra 10 feet.
10 feet, I thought it was an extra 30.
I think so.
Oh, you're right, 10. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I will actually just duck behind the statue.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, Ravison's turn. First up, she's going to make a Constitution saving throw for the Moonbeam, and she fails, so full damage from the Moonbeam.
Does she get a concentration on the remaining bear from the having been hit by the Zephyr Strike?
You are right. So first will be the con save to maintain concentration, and she rolls a natural 20.
Okay.
She failed the con save for the Moonbeam, so full damage on the Moonbeam.
8.
It's 8 radiant. Okay. And now it's her turn. Oh, she needs to make a second Constitution saving throw for the Moonbeam attack. She rolls an 11, which is enough. And she screams out, "Why won't you all fall?" This will be a good start. Everybody in their dexterity saving throw.
Terrible.
DC is 14, so that's a fail, that's a fail, that's a fail.
13's not enough. I get to do my
It's not.
special.
Sorry, I did it twice again.
We'll take your first one, Shazai, 19,
Okay.
So what do you
Lucky
get?
footwork.
which is what?
That will make it 17.
17 is enough. So, Shajaya and Bugsy take half of this. It will be this much bludgeoning damage. Oh, dearie me.
Oh.
Wait. So 2. Actually, did I roll that right? No,
Indicate.
sorry. No, it didn't work. That dash screwed it up. So 6 points of damage. 3 if you make it. So Scar, Tarvin, and that's it. 6 points of damage. You down again, Scar?
You should be on 1. He had 7 players.
No, he's not down. Yeah, okay, he's on 1. I just predicted it to be
How about
a 0,
now?
So I'd already.
Another 14.
Okay, 1. Oh, and then another 14. Oh,
Yeah. So you're
But that's
down.
cold damage, so it's only 7 for you, mate.
yeah.
Not
'Cause it's-
enough, fortunately.
You're not immune as an ice dragon?
So Shajai, you take. Are you immune to cold, Shajai? I think you are, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
So
You
the
know
total.
resistant.
Oh, resistance. So that's what I meant. Yeah. So you take a total of 10
This-
points of damage, Shajai, from this ice storm. As does Bugs. Bugs takes. What does Bugs take? Takes half. So you take half of that, Bugs, as I rolled it out there.
Yeah, I've done that.
And this area is once again difficult terrain. Look at all those low hit point bars. Love it. And she's going to step out of the moonbeam, because why not? Okay. Bugs.
Yep. So difficult terrain is that double movement to get through?
Yeah, so if you move 5 squares, it's 10 squares.
Yeah. I'm going to stay where I am, but do my bonus action to hide.
So you're going to duck behind the pillar, sure.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
a stealth check. Okay.
23. I'll actually go there to do it. So it's 10 feet. And then I will shoot at her with a, big
With
hit.
advantage. Her passive perception is not 23. So you do a little sidestep from behind the posts. Aim up your arrow. Take a shot. And a dirty 20 will hit.
Beautiful. That's 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay, another constitution saving throw from her. Oh, she finally fails one. So number 1, her concentration is broken. Number 2, she takes 11 points of damage. Number 3, the bear that's attacking you, Cal, poof, it's gone. Now it's just
And I'll just
Ravison on
remain
the...
hidden behind the little pillar.
Yeah, you're not technically hidden though, because you shot from sneak attack damage. She knows
Yeah.
where you is, but yeah, flavor-wise, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Fine.
Okay, so the only combatant now is Ravison. And Shajaya, it's your turn. You do know Scar dying next to you once again. What do you do?
Oh, well, I wanted to cause some damage to the Ravison, but I'll have to heal. I'll heal Scar instead.
Okay.
And I will try to do my best.
Okay, good enough.
Ah, I keep rolling 7s for the same thing.
Well, it's a D8 plus, yeah, it's decidedly average, but still. Scar comes back to life. Okay. What would you like to do, Shajaya? Anything else?
So I've done my what can I do now? Move.
Well, that's your action. You technically have your bonus action as well, and because you're a druid, you could go back into direwolf form if you want.
I was thinking about that, but I can't do a spell.
No.
Good one, didn't you?
Okay. Right. And the bears have gone now.
It's just Ravison is the only enemy combatant you can see.
Okay. I was going to do that. I wanted to turn into a polar bear, but I can only do that with a spell.
but I'll turn into a brown bear instead.
Okay.
And
Brown bear. Okay, you could get up to
I-
Revison, but you can't attack her. But you can get up
Why?
into her space. Because you used your action to cure
right.
Scar.
I'll just come over here and stare at her.
Okay, so you're going to charge at her in brown bear form? So like over
Yeah, I
here?
just can't seem to. Ah, there we go. Yeah.
I moved it for you. Okay. So yeah, so you wild shape into the bear, cure Scar, roar over, scream into Ravison's face, and she, as a free action, is going to throw both arms up into her. She's going to say, "Mercy! Mercy! I can reveal the secrets of Icewind Dale! Mercy upon my life!" Mullamuck.
I think the lie.
I forget you were there, Malmuck.
It's just up here. 2, 3. How is she looking in terms of how close to death is she looking?
I'll put a...
Like, is she looking bloodied or is she looking... Yeah.
I'll just move Shajaya for a second. You should be able to see her health bar now. That's how
Oh,
healthy
okay.
she's looking.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty close. All right, so I'm going to say I'm going to keep this thing going. But if someone else wants to tie her up, I don't think we can leave her free. And then I'm just going to hold on to it, but I'm going to stay there. And that's my turn.
Okay. Scar. You are up. Or alive, anyway. Albert, you're unmuted. Did we lose Albert?
Probably on the buddy puggy.
He is muted.
Yeah, but one assumes he can hear us. Oh, okay. So Scar stands up and takes his breath and moves over there. There we go. And he's going to take the dodge action. Okay. Cal.
All right. Well, since I can't quite see what's going on, I'm going to move forward to. Oh, here. All right. Well, I'm right next to her then.
Mercy.
And Mercy. Well, then I suppose I am prepared action to strike if she does anything aggressive.
Okay. Albert just wrote in the chat and messenger that his stepdaughter's in hospital. So obviously family comes first. So let's just Albert deal with that because it's obviously far more important than a silly game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Fair enough.
Because so Revison's, you see her in front of you, Cal. No, Mercy! Mercy, I can reveal some secrets of Icewind Dale! Mercy! And you look at your bloodied troop there in a mess. Scar is barely holding on. Tarvin's a mess. Bugs. Yourself. What do you do?
All right. So do we want to go for the restraining thing? But she's a magic-y, usury type person. Are we going to have to sort of like gag her as well? It's going to be quite hard to hear the secrets.
Take her, see if you can take either her spellcasting focus or a component pouch off her.
Yeah, well, I think we'd need a druid to do that because I'm not sure would have much understanding of such things.
Did we see what she was casting with? Was she casting with components or was she casting with a holding out like a sort of icon sort of thing? A natural icon?
She was using like an amulet around her.
An amulet, yeah.
Yeah, an amulet.
Cool. So, Yeah. Mullamuck says, take the amulet off her neck.
So I'm going to attempt to remove the amulet from around her neck. See how she
I think you
responds.
should do that with your hand.
Well, I don't have mage hand like you, but you're a big bear, so how would I know? So I'm going to attempt to remove the amulet. Thanks, Yogi.
She doesn't resist. You have her amulet.
Okay. I suppose that's the end of my turn then.
Tarvin?
Yeah, I'll just tie her up. So she can't walk or run this time, and her arms are tied behind her back.
So Red Dead Redemption 2 tied up.
Yeah. Yeah, she's, what do you call that? Like,
Hog-tied.
hog-tied. Yeah, I'm going to hog-tie her. And, yeah.
Tell you what, at this point, she is not resisting. So you can tie her up. Make a survival check, though, to tie her up.
Fair enough. Let's have a look. Yes.
Oh,
Very good at tying her up.
I assume you tied her feet and her arms.
Absolutely. She can't move. She can roll.
She
And-
says, "Yeah."
before we move on,
You go.
I've got 5 more rounds of Moonbeam. If we want to take a quick look in this back room, down here, someone want to quickly do a dash in, quick percept?
It's open already, Malamuk.
Oh, has it been left open from her?
This is
Open.
still
Yeah.
open. Yep.
Whatever
cool.
she
Well,
did. Yeah.
all right, cool. Thanks. Sorry, I just couldn't see from around the corner. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But what about the room behind you, Malamuk?
We already checked it out. There was nothing important there.
Okay.
Wasn't there like another
Something in there, eh?
sarcophagus or something?
Yeah, but it didn't
Yeah.
open the sarcophagus. It's up top, but the 2 things are the 2 rooms plus the mirror. So I've let it go. It's been enough time.
And what is the mirror again? They just told us roughly where something was, right? That was its deal.
It was like a scry. It was like a scry. It didn't exactly tell us where it was. It just sort of showed us their surroundings. So not particularly useful. Like
I
In a
thought it
lake.
wasn't working properly.
not for
That
the
was my
moose,
impression.
not for the moose, and not for someone. Not for the dragon. But
It was my
for-
impression that something was hindering it.
potentially. Anyway, I've turned off my. Can I delete that radius thing?
Yeah, actually, I need to do it. I put on a funny layer. There we go. And she says, "So as I said, I have some secrets that I can tell you, but it's on the strict condition that you let me go."
Before we do that, we're going to have to do some healing, I think.
Oh, take your time.
So, Shajaya, I've only actually got 1 first level spell left, so I can help some people. If we want to speak for Scar, does he want to use his last 2 points of his lay on hands? He may as well. I can do a cure wounds. He said he had 2 left on the line.
Okay, so he's
Right,
on 9 now then, because he had 7 healing, and 2 plus 2 is 9, so Scar is on 9.
When Tarvin and Bugs, you're a bit cut up, I might give this to you, Tarvin. I'll give you a cure wounds, Tarvin.
That sounds good. I'm on 8 at the moment.
So you get 10 more. And Shajaya, do you have much healing? If you could give Bugs or Scar some healing.
I do, but I can't do. I'll have to change out of out of the bear shape first, I think.
I think that's safe. Safe to do
Yeah,
that
she's tied up pretty well. She doesn't have her casting focus, so she shouldn't be able to do
Okay.
anything that
I can
requires
cure
component.
in this shape, in this form as well.
No, not in bear form.
Only as a
Okay.
druid. Yeah.
Who am I going to offer curing to?
Scar could
Looking
definitely use
at
it. Bugs.
I think
Yes.
Scar's lower than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scar, Bugs, Tarvin's not flash. Kel's not flash.
Is Scar going to keep playing?
About
As in,
No,
he is.
no. That's
I,
right.
And shall I?
I will play
Oh, I
Scar
see.
if Albert can't.
All right then. I'll give Scar the curing then because he's the lowest.
Okay.
If you've got enough, you could give one to each as well, because we're out of initiative.
Okay.
If you've
So-
got another first level
I've
spell.
got 2 spell slot, 2 first levels left.
We'll say that 11 goes to Scar.
And I'll
we're
do
on
one for
20
bugs.
now.
The bugs that's the best option.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
so.
on you.
Looking at it.
Yeah. I'm on 9 at the moment. That'd be cool.
I don't know how I keep pressing it twice. I'm only pushing it once, so I don't
Alright, I'll
understand
take the
how I'm
first
doing
one.
that.
Yeah, that rural internet.
I think it is.
It's like holding this click, it's sending through 2 packets of data or something.
It lags all the time so slowly. So it's the best I can do.
Now, Shajar, I noticed you used
Yeah.
your last first level spell slots. So roll out of first level spell slots. What you can do, you can cast it at second level. If you go down to your second level spells, you'll see there's a cure wounds there as well. And take notice that it also does extra damage, extra healing. So instead of 1d8 plus 4,
Okay.
it'll do 2d8 plus 4. So it's like a.
Forgot about that actually. Thank you.
So you could do that 3 times if you like. If you wanted to burn through all of your spell slots, you could do that.
Okay.
I think Scar could probably use one of those.
I didn't realize I could just keep doing that.
You
When
can
we're
keep-
out of initiative, there's no time. If that makes
Okay.
like you're just using the rounds. Each round is like 6 seconds. So
Okay,
Ooh.
so that's on Scar.
Yeah.
Okay, so Scar gets an extra 17.
We need to take the white moose's head as a trophy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Alright, that one might be a bit too big for me to carry.
Okay, Scar is very near maximum hit points,
yeah,
so he's fine.
He can take it.
yeah.
So our Ravison, we would like to know what secrets you have, but first I would like to know what happened with the white moose and your sister.
I am a druid of the forest. I like to give the creatures of the forest some consciousness, some awareness, some way to raise them among a common beast. It is my calling as a druid to give consciousness, to give smart to animals, and let them do what they will. So I gave this moose some, shall we say, I brought out its true nature and made it intelligent enough to act on these things. So while I gave it consciousness, shall we say, its actions were its own. And this is the true calling of nature, for its beast to find out who it truly is. I am serving nature. It is not my fault its true nature turned into this murderous rampage. And quite frankly, the villagers of Lonelywood deserved it for what they did to my sister.
So what had they
But
done
this
to
is-
your sister?
The hunters of the forest found her and slayed her for no reason.
Was she in a form?
Not at the time, no.
So we're all about restoring justice and balance, like you, to nature. Do we know which hunters were involved in the slaying? Because we can pursue that at the village. We can find them and try and see that justice is done.
I found her body. I do not have the foggiest idea which one of them did it.
So how did you
Alright.
know that? How did you
Go
know
for it.
it was hunters from the village?
As I said, I unleashed the beast's true nature, as a true druid would do. was just an added bonus that it went on this rampage. I cannot be held responsible for a creature's action.
Have you done the same to any other beasts of the forest that we should be aware of?
Make a persuasion check, Bugs.
She didn't answer why she knew it was the village people that killed her. Village people. Sister.
She says, I'll get to that in just a second. She says to Bugs, could give you some information that could potentially save dozens of lives. I need the words, upon your honor, that you'll let me go if I give you this information.
Mullamark gets extremely angry. We trusted you before. What threat were we before we came in? We were going to help you and you turned on us. You caused all of this. How can we trust you? And he gets right up into her face. Livid.
She cowers back.
Intimidate her?
Sure. Yeah. At advantage.
He gets it at advantage.
Yeah, because Bugs
And
is
I
also
also
persuading
get
her. Mm-hmm.
I'm also a half walk, so I get it at advantage anyway.
Okay.
14.
The only people who comes into these woods are residents of Lonelywood. As far as I'm concerned, you're just as guilty as the rest of them for killing my sister. You two deserve to die.
Look at me. Do I look like I'm from this area? I'm from the mountains and I've devoted my life to this balance. We have another druid here, and he indicates to Shajaya. He cares about the balance, and I can vouch for all these people here. A Scar just wants to right the justices of the world. Cal, he's a handy axe in a fight, but he does no wrong. Tarvin may say things, may want to appear like he's glib, but he's a good man. And Bugs, I've not witnessed him do anything out of the ordinary. But no, look at us, look at me and Shajaya. We care about this balance greatly.
You are all the same. Just empty words. I am the true protector of nature. I show the beasts the way. I protect the forest. And people like you comes with axes and fires and destroys the place. You are the traitor here to nature, not me.
You're the one who's distorting the creature's true nature.
I am revealing their true nature.
Murderer.
I'm revealing their true nature.
Oh, and that, I fear, is tipping the balance far too far.
It is tipping the balance firmly in nature's direction. Who is the greatest threat to nature out there? It is people like you, humans, dwarfs, half-orcs coming with your axes and your fires and destroying the forest, taking the beasts and cooking them and feeding on them. You are the traitor to nature, not to me.
The greatest threat right now is O'Reilly. She is the one who is creating this tension, this need, this desire, this fracturedness that's gone right throughout this realm. This is all a result of this endless winter that's been pushed far too far. If we cannot take on her, then what can we do?
You take her down. You take on a god, you do that. I have no love for O'Reilly. This is a perversion of nature, this endless winter. The nature works in cycle, and the cycle has been broken. So if you think you can take on a demigod, you do it. You end this endless winter. You will have my thanks if you do so.
Well, there we go. That is our mission. We need everything we can get. If you can give us secrets, that will help us restore this balance. We have come here to restore balance, and you've judged us by our appearance and not even given us a second chance. We are here to restore balance. There are two of us in this party. Don't you know how strange that is for a D&D campaign?
Well, if you count me, there's 3 druids here present.
Yes, so help us, please.
You do understand that O'Reilly, every night she casts this spell on her, And you, a druid, should know that she is a literal god. If you think you can take her god on, you're a bigger fool than I thought you were.
Well, with the power of nature behind us, Scar has some powerful morning lord. I have felt his grace as well. And the skills of these other fine people around us to negotiate this crazy Icewind Dale. Through that, we will
the power
succeed.
slide. Sorry.
We will succeed.
This information that I have to trade will not stop the endless winter. It could potentially save dozens of lives, though.
Then save the lives and right your wrongs.
What wrongs have I done? I stand by my actions. I'm restoring the balance of nature. I've seen your type before, hunting, slaying, chopping down forests.
You've seen my type that live among the forests. You've seen us, chopping them down.
Yes.
Then you are not
Lies.
You do not know us.
And answer me this. What about the shrub? Why did you make the shrub conscious?
Same
No, druids do that,
reason.
Tarvin.
Same reason I awoken the shrub and gave it a voice. Often this is the reason you chop down trees, because they do not scream, they do not beg for mercy. So I gave the shrub a voice. She speaks for
You were
the
lonely?
forest. No, not with nature.
This shrub who you so-called gave life and who you deem that you protect this forest and the things within it is terrified of you. Why would something that you claim to protect be terrified of you?
Shrubby was always a coward. Fighting breaks out, she was always one to run. Who could blame her? At least she can walk now and avoid the axes. At least she has a voice now.
What is the nature of the secret you want to tell us? You don't have to tell us the secret outright, but maybe what's the nature of it? Is it a spell? A weapon?
Let me just say, it's something similar to the moose.
Okay.
And why did you insist on killing such a beautiful creature?
Self-defense.
Self-defense? You could have subdued it. You could
No,
have tamed
it was huge.
You could have...
It was covered in blood.
Yeah,
Were
look at
you
us.
planning on subduing us? I believe you were attacking us for the kill.
Yes, it was attacking you in blood, but once again, this proves my point. You saw a beast of nature. You could have subdued it, you could have tied it, you could have knocked it unconscious. But no.
It is not part of beast nature to kill and eat meat. That is not part of a moose's nature. You have destroyed its nature and everything that it grew up to be.
Revealed its nature once again.
What you revealed is a distortion.
Look,
We were fighting off you, and then a moose comes along and attacks us too, and the state of it. Its nature is being perverted.
So you thought you'd kill
I
it?
think we had no choice in the situation. We were trying to manage it. I came here wanting to talk to it. I searched it out. I wanted to talk, but instead we get attacked by someone who should be one of our kind. I say that last line in Druidic.
What did he say?
Mullamuck feels betrayed, and he says to the others, I'm not sure such a secret will be worth it. Mullamuck
Scar
looks
steps
like
forward and yes, my friend, exactly what you said. She lured me to a room and then tried to kill me, and now she wants to seduce us with whispers and secrets. I don't think so. I don't know if we've covered this because I've been knocked out for a hell of a long time.
How's your
Oh, you said
stepdaughter, by
something-
the way, Scar? More importantly, how's your stepdaughter? Is she okay?
She's good. She's been released tonight and going back to mum.
Okay, good news.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on, Albert.
Yes. You took me to a room. You tried to kill me, so we had no chance to speak with the moose.
Look.
This is on you. Don't
I
try
know.
to talk out.
I know where this
on
is
you.
going. I will tell you what I know. I will take you to the position. I see that look in your eye, Dragonborn. It is not worth it.
Oh, yeah, well, so far, our trust in you, what would you rate that so far? Should we trust a woman who takes me into a room and tries to kill me with a couple of beers?
No, we don't trust her, so we put a knife to her back and make her walk in front.
Listen. I will take you to the location. I will take you. It's maybe a day's walk south from here. Tie me up, bound me if you must. And if I do not give you the information once we're there, you may slay me where I stand. I will not resist.
Scar turns to Malamuk and Shajai. What do you reckon?
Just like to ask her, as a druid, can't you use your magic to detect intentions or evil?
Let me just look at my spell slots.
I used them all casting Ice Storm on you.
Yeah, she was casting. She had no more cast on that, by the way. She had run out of spell slots.
I think Detect equals level 1.
Oh,
A day away means all her spell slots will come back. Why don't we just get her to draw it on a map?
Look, keep me awake. I will walk through the night. I will not rest when you rest. I'll be exhausted. I'll be tired. I will not get a chance to pray to the nature gods to replenish my spells. I will stay awake the whole time.
do you know anything about that mirror around the corner?
I know some things about it.
We have been attempting to locate the Great White Dragon of the North and its lairs, since this might give us the ability to cure our friend and potentially find weapons for which we might restore balance and remove Oriel's rhyme.
I will tell you exactly how the mirror works if you allow me to not rest through the night, not get any spell slots back. I will be powerless. I will lead you to the place and I'll reveal the information that I have. And trust me, this information will save lives if I reveal it to you.
And Shajaya gets to search you for any magical items you may have on you.
Speaking of magical items, I do not have any, but I can
Well,
tell
we
you...
don't know that. Shajaya hasn't had a chance to search.
Okay, Shajai, you're going to pat her down?
Sure.
I don't think she has any on her. Let's have a look. You do notice in her possessions is a scroll that has been used. You're not sure what that is. And apart
That
from
would be that
some...
scroll of open any door whenever you feel like it scroll.
That
Potentially,
was,
actually.
that was a knock scroll, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has just a hide armor and a sickle. And that's it. But
The armor class on the hide armor.
well, her armor class is 13, so
It's one up on me.
well, that's I think should be 12 because she has +1 dex.
Dex bonus.
Yeah.
I've got +1 dex as well. So
Strip off. Oh no.
I'm forgetful of your style.
I'm not going to say, but like What do you think of what I'm wearing? I'm not. Shall we trade?
It'll certainly suit your form.
I'll tell
Do you
you
have a
exactly.
picture again? Mine's in the shape of a bear's rug.
My friend would like to take you to a quiet room where you can undress your clothes.
Yeah, hide
Yeah,
armor.
why don't you
just by
both
the
go
way,
back into that room?
hide armor is medium armor, so you need to be proficient in
Yep.
medium armor, and it's 12 plus your dex modifier, up to a max of 2.
I am proficient in medium armor, but I don't think he's going to do that. He's going to look for some hide armor when he gets back into town. He's going to leave you in here and that.
So, do we have a deal? I'll show you how the mirror works. I won't sleep, and I'll take you to this place, which would save many lives.
And Mullamark looks to everyone and says, "What did you think of what she's just said? Do we really trust her?" And I want to roll an insight if I can.
Sure.
Bugs would like her to draw it on the map just in case anything happens.
Yep. Agreed. I don't trust it. No, of course not. And I'm happy to kill it right now if you want me to.
Yeah, all right. But
Likewise,
I think
but I want this on a map first.
Okay. She
I'm
she might be able. I just need to roll something, and it's not necessarily a success. Let me just.
We should find out about the mirror first. And then we could probably find the place on our own. Don't need her help.
Well, no, but she might have something else for us to find that might be useful. We don't know what her secret is. She said it's going to save people.
We're whispering now, right? So she can't hear us. And let's make that clear to the DM.
You're right next. You're right next.
standing right here.
Let's just go over here. Yeah.
First of all, the insight check. So she fully intends to reveal the secrets of the mirror, and she fully intends to go to the location, the location where she claims dozens of people are set, and you believe her that the information she could potentially give would save dozens of lives. Get the impression she's desperate.
The whole thing, the thing that I don't trust about that, what lives? Is it animals' lives or is it human lives?
You don't get that with an insight check. You don't get that.
I think we play it safe and find out about the mirror, and then I wink at Mullamark without giving anything away.
Mullamark just sort of has a resigned look on his face of like, well, she seems as truthful as she's ever been, and then just sort of sits down on his haunches.
Well, at some point, are we going to go back through Lonely Wood to drop off the moose?
I think so.
For that, and the moose head or the moose hide or whatever.
One
is
of my
that,
ideas.
is that on the way to wherever we're going?
One of my ideas was that we're actually going to take her and tell her story. She's the one who created the moose. The moose effectively got woken by her. And so Mullamark is saying all this. She was the one that woke the moose. She is responsible for the moose's actions. Mooses, yes.
Just moose.
Moose.
Yeah. Mooses. If it's...
Les Moose.
Moose and I.
So, if there is to be justice, we should bring... Where is your sister buried?
Well, let me answer that by sweetening the deal even more. In the place where you initially found me, there are 2 potions there. There is my twin sister Vernus there. And there is a scroll there as well.
Foghorn.
Now, you would all take note, I'm not sure if you remember this from last week, but she claimed her twin sister was in this tomb.
Yeah.
Now she's saying it's in this tomb.
This tomb. before we go anywhere, we should really do a decent sweep of this room down here. Because the door is open.
The door
We
is
have
open.
no ability. Yeah. We have no ability to get in there until we've come back after a day or two.
Okay, go search it, and we'll watch the druid.
Bugs would like to get out
Okay.
some paper while he's searching and start drawing out what looks like a map to show her and try and get some idea of where she wants them to head.
Okay. So, Shajaya, it sounded like you were saying something?
Can we only do spells when can we just do a spell at any given time?
Yes. Once you're out of
As long as you got
combat.
slots.
Yeah, as long as you've got slots, which you don't. Oh, no, you second level spell slots. You can only cast it once. You can cast any spells anytime once you're not in combat order. So if you want to cast a spell now, Shajaya, go for it.
Oh, well, I've got this spell called Detect Thoughts, which I thought I could use on her. Being straight up or not. And I haven't used its telepathic wisdom. Read the thoughts of certain creatures.
Okay.
And the surface thoughts. So yeah, I think I have to touch her. I just have to be near her.
Range, don't
Wow.
you have to touch her? No, within 30 feet. No, tell a lie. Within 30 feet of you.
Okay, that's what I'll do then. Just so we can check her out.
Okay, she
Just
does. Initially. Okay, so you cast this spell. You start detecting her thoughts. And without even a saving throw, you get surface thoughts on her. And her surface thoughts revolve around she just wants to live. That's her overarching thing. She's trying to do whatever it takes to live. She's offered scrying, the knowledge of the scrying mirror. She's offered knowledge of this, whatever it is, responsible for the dozens of lives. And she's offered up her potions. She's offered up all sorts of things. So she's just desperate to survive. That is her overwhelming thought. If you want to dig a little bit deeper, you can. She'll get a wisdom saving throw, and if she passes it, she will know you're trying to pry into her thoughts. Do you want to dig deeper?
Well, hasn't she told us 2 different stories?
I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time she was just trying to lure Scar into that room, so she just came out with something plausible. So we know she was definitely.
Yeah, I reckon
yeah.
I'll dig deeper.
Okay, so she
gonna
gets a
do?
wisdom saving throw for this. And she says, look, druid to druid, I've been honest. I've been forthright. I'd appreciate it if you didn't dig into my mind. In other words, she passes the saving throw.
Okay.
But you do get those surface thoughts for free. She's just desperate to survive.
As you would expect.
Okay, we'll switch to Cal. So you're having a look. So as I put in chat there, it's just a circular chamber with an intricately carved dome ceiling 20 feet high. And a beam of light shines down from the dome, illuminating this sarcophagus. It looks like there's a lid on top of the sarcophagus. You could move it if you tried.
Would that be something that would benefit from the help of somebody else helping me shift this?
One way to find out.
Anybody else want to volunteer? Any volunteers? And what's the
You have
worst
my
that
shoulder.
you were searching for undead or something before, weren't you, Scar? We didn't detect any undead.
No, we did not
Oh.
detect any undead.
Keep in mind
well,
it's blocked by stone. So if you
What are we looking
cast,
at? Sorry, what are we looking at?
there's a
There's a
sarcophagus
sarcophagus.
down in here.
And there was
And-
also a sarcophagus outside somewhere that we could open with.
Oh, I didn't check for undead in here. Didn't get a chance.
Keep in mind though, if say there's a vampire in here, detect undead wouldn't work because it won't pierce through the stone.
Okay. So
what's
undead,
it?
my favourite enemy. Let's go.
All right. So Tarvin and I are going to attempt to slide open the lid on the sarcophagus.
Okay, it takes a little bit of
The sword
effort.
already.
Yep, takes a
Yep.
little bit of effort. It's 350 pounds, which is heavy, but not insurmountably so, considering you're just pushing it. And you push it off, and inside of the sarcophagus is a withered corpse of an elf in tattered robes. And as the sarcophagus is open, the rush of air disturbs the cadaver's robes, which is mostly crumbled to dust. And you also noticed inside of there is an unstrung bow, 6 silvered arrowheads, and a wooden cup with a winged fish etched on the side. And it does not
Silver
attack you.
arrowheads. Hello. Tarvin will take the arrowheads, and the bow. Does it look? Do I notice anything about it? What can I tell about the bow just by looking at it?
You can tell it's elfin
Giant.
made.
I'll take that as well. I'll just
Okay. Note that it does like a bow, so it's not very useful at the moment, but it does look quite
no.
nice.
And how many of those silver arrowheads are there?
6.
Just gonna add in 6. Okay.
Yeah, but it's just a skeleton. It doesn't get up and attack you or anything like that.
Okay. And this wooden cup with a winged fish etched on the side. So it's when we're saying etched, this is not like scrimshaw or anything like that.
No, it's a once again looks like an elfin made thing. It's a very elegant wooden cup. Lots of vines and stuff around it, artistically added onto it, and there's a winged fish in the center of it.
Okay. So Scar, are we okay to uplift these items from a burial ground, or should we leave them just leave them here?
I'll say a bit of a prayer, but anything that can help us at the moment is what we will take.
Okay. I will add this. Oh, our magic users wouldn't be able to detect if any of this is potentially elven and infused with magic.
Scrying might be able to arcane something onto that.
Yeah, Shajai, if you make an arcana check, I can tell you if it's
The
magical.
special talk to the god thing plus D4. Guidance, that's it.
When I roll a d4 on top of that, Shajai, just for fun? From your guidance? It's another 3 on top of that, so 16. Shajai, in your opinion, the bow and the cup is not magical. I'm going to say you pick up something else from it. You recognize the name that this cup is dedicated to. It's a goddess called that. Idrie Fainia. There we go. And you know she's a very, very ancient god. And she hasn't been seen or heard of for a long time.
Does the name ring any bells with the Scar?
Make a religion check.
Religion. QIST, there it is. Nope.
Nope. Nope. I don't think Bugs is Fae. Bugs is just a Herringon.
Okay, Herringons aren't Fae? Okay.
Nope, I think so.
No, I don't.
Talking bunny rabbits. Sorry.
Who called me a bunny rabbit?
Hey, nobody. Scar was thinking that in his head. That's why he was smiling to himself.
Bugs has got that psi crystal, so he's been listening to you.
oh shit, did I say that out loud in my head?
Well, I would.
Maybe we should leave it here. If it's not magical, maybe we should leave it here then. But yeah, I think anything that we can use to our advantage right now, we're up against bigger game than your average fish. Excuse the cup.
Like potions and spell scrolls, you mean?
Zigaggery.
Alright, wasn't that up in the other chamber? But is the other chamber open? It's open or shut at the moment?
Closed. It's closed. We'll have to return in order to open it, or stay the night.
Well, it looks open at the moment. Oh no, it's not. Okay.
That's a DM forgetting to close it.
Ah, okay. Alright, that's alright then. So if we're on the way, wherever we're going to get to, are we going to be able to rest up, even if we keep sort of like guard on her so she doesn't get a proper rest? Are we going to be able to rest up, given that we're a bit battered?
She said there's 2 scrolls and something else in that room.
One
Yeah, but
we haven't
scroll,
done them, though.
2 potions.
2 potions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how are we going to
Yeah,
get in?
Doesn't Malamak? You said he had some more. He had 5 more moonbeam spells or something.
No, I said I had one more before I cast it. I've got no more. I used the one that I had to save Scar.
Look, I know you're going to say no to this. I could cast Moonbeam. I know you're going to say no, but why don't we rest up here? Take a load off. As I said, I won't sleep. Won't get my spell slots back. Come the morning, cast Moonbeam, open up, help yourself to the treasure.
Well, I don't trust this at all. But, well, if we rest here overnight,
We can have
I
3
will
people
cast
on first at
Moonbeam.
a time.
I will cast Moonbeam. Thank you very much.
As I said, I didn't think you'd agree to it, but options. How about as an act of good faith? We need to rebuild trust here. Would you like to know about how the scrying mirror works and how you don't detect a dragon?
Very
Certainly.
much so.
We could put it in the sarcophagus while we rest.
I would
I'm not sure.
suffocate and I would die.
Oh, if we left it open a crack.
This is the dog thing, isn't it? You're going to put her in the car with the window cracked.
Look, trust, as I said, needs to be rebuilt. The reason
No.
you can't scry
It
on
had
the
to be
dragon...
trust in the first place for something to rebuild. There was nothing to rebuild.
Let's build on 0 then. The reason you
That's
can't
right.
detect a dragon is because it's a goddamn dragon. They are wise, they are clever, they are wily. If they don't want to be detected, you will never find a dragon. If you're looking at lesser beings, people, things like that, then you have a chance of scrying then. Even then, if they're wise enough, they might fail. It's a bit of a lottery, really. So, for example,
So that
it
ghost
helps.
was outside.
It helps if you know the person. It helps if... So, for example, if you went over there right now, you can't because the moonbeam isn't in the right direction. But if you went over there, and Malamak, I believe your name was, said, "Where is Shajaya?" Because he knows Shajaya quite well, there's more than likely it would succeed. And Shajaya, I don't know if you can see invisible things, but you'd effectively see a little ball appearing on you. And if you're wise enough, you can resist it or you can not resist it. So wise creatures are harder to spot than others. Ones you aren't familiar with are harder to find. But in theory, you could find anybody, except perhaps a dragon. They are wise to your tricks. You'll never find a dragon.
So did I get this right as a player? If we would ask the mirror, where's Shajaya? Shajaya would see a little ball appear on him?
If she could see
So-
invisible things.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
Just like a little drone that's invisible that
Yeah,
is the eye that you're looking through for scrying.
And
So
is this all the mirror does is show us the creature that we're searching for?
yes, that's
Can
what
it show us
scrying does.
something that's not alive? A place, an environment?
I don't think so. Let me just quickly refer to the player's handbook.
Oh, yeah, I can do that as well if you want us to look at. If we are looking at scrying,
Particular creature has to be a creature,
Yep,
and it has to
cool.
be on the same plane, so you couldn't look at other planes.
plane the plane. Yep.
So just going through our list of people to find, we don't need to find that travelling salesperson because that's how we found Cephalic Caltro anyway. We were thinking about potentially trying to find that Duragar guy, and remember there was the Duragar that we did meet.
Yeah, and had the fight with.
Who else is it that we might potentially need to find? Do we have anybody else on our list of must finds? I mean, we know the name of the person in Honeymead, the two politicians that
good
for
mead.
control.
But they're
Good mead.
both in good mead, supposedly.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no people that we've met before that I can think of. So yeah, just looking through my notes quickly.
Yeah, I don't think we need the mirror. It's
Well, we could save that for another opportunity, another time to come back.
Exactly, I think so.
Once we do have somebody to potentially locate that we're looking for. I was just trying to think if there was anybody else. So if we are going to stay here and have a long rest type dealio to recover, we obviously need to guard the druid, all that sort of stuff. And you're right, she is tied up, so she's still got to do stuff. But how are we going to keep her awake? Because we just do the old Guantanamo Bay and make sure she's tied up in a stress position.
Pour water on her.
Just take turns on watch.
Someone
turns
needs
on
to
watch
stay
at the-
awake.
Yeah,
I don't want us all asleep with her awake.
Yeah, we've got 2 elves there, who only need 4 hours of meditation. So the maths on it works quite well, I think, in the grand scheme of things. My whole thing is I'm going to actually share our sort of side conversation from Bugs and Malamak, and just say out loud. How much can we trust her not do the same thing again? If balance is what we're truly after, could we let her live? Would balance be restored through our actions? And as much as I want material to help us with our greater cause, I feel compelled to create this balance. And he says that quite loud and deliberately within earshot of her. Of
Revison?
Ravison. And he looks over at her. See what reaction she gives, if any.
She shrugs. If you want to kill me, it'll only prove my point. So if you want, take your swing. Dozens will die.
Did she end up giving the location on a map?
No.
Nope. You offered her the for one thing, she's bound up. She'd have to draw her with a pencil in her mouth or something, but she refuses to locate it on the map because that's her bargaining chip. So
I think we do it. We honor the deal. Let it go. Just spitball in here, and then with the caveat that if we ever run into her again, no more negotiations.
Well,
With
I'm not
that in mind, is she
comfortable
going to
letting
show
her
us?
go loose.
Well, we could take a hand.
I mean,
Or
it's not a
not
bad
comfortable.
idea. They need hands to cast, right?
Yeah.
Only one, so long as you've got your focus.
Do they need all the fingers on each hand to cast?
oh no, we're not feeding the axe beaks.
For me, I think that there's 2 things that Mullamuck wants.
Yeah,
in
I think
Mullamuck's
either
thing. It's
she
either taking
goes-
it back to the village or she dies. Those are the 2 things.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
think
the
that he
random
wants
bug.
to maim her at all.
So she's. I'm sorry, I missed that. I missed this, but she. I heard that she was responsible for the moose happening.
Mhm.
Yeah. She awakened the moose.
So do we need to take her back to the village and to face justice?
We could do.
What
Then
she
we
said
don't find
exactly
out her
is she
secret.
awakened
Yeah.
the moose revealed its true nature, and she does not feel personally responsible. The moose is just doing what the moose always wanted to do. So she
Yeah,
thinks
she
it's
could
just-
She could. If she can awaken something, you can unawaken it too, and she chose not to. So, yeah.
Is that how druid stuff works?
Like, basically, if you're awakening a creature, and it, this is in my head, and feel free to contradict me, Malcolm. But like a murderous moose is awakened, but it's beyond its nature as a sort of herbivore to be so murderous. It can take actions to defend itself and that sort of thing, but in Mullamuck's thinking, it's a distortion of nature. It tips the balance too far in another way.
Yeah. Like you'd think like what she's effectively given it is intelligence.
Yeah,
but an
and that's
intelligence
not what
moose go on a murderous rampage doesn't sit right with you.
Yeah, and that intelligence for a moose as well. Like, it's not that he believes all moose should die, and he definitely isn't comfortable with the hunters killing willy-nilly and that sort of thing. But to distort the nature so much on a permanent basis goes against the core of his druidic feelings.
Yeah. Ravison obviously disagrees.
Yeah.
So, just from our knowledge on the map anyway, so about a day's travel south of this, would that put us, because we're only sort of like half a day away from Lonelywood and all that sort of stuff, right? We're only a couple of miles into the woods.
Yeah, you could get back to Lonelywood before dusk.
Yeah, but if we were traveling for a full day, where are we? Fallen off the map. And she said south. Would that put us heading towards sort of Goodmead, you reckon, for a day, or would that day get us back to Bryn Shander?
Definitely not Goodmead. Goodmead's all the way down here.
Yeah.
I
was trying to put into my knowledge of the sort of geography. If she's saying there's something that we can do a day south of here, whether that's
I see what you're saying.
Back to Targos or the lake, or is that Tourmaline?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Around here.
Is this where we are now?
No, we're in the spot right here.
Oh, right. Is that about a day away? No.
Well, look, this will answer your question. This is about how far you could travel in a day.
Okay.
So her potential place is somewhere in these wilds here then. Sort of southish.
Anyway.
Don't think it's going to be on
Where
the road.
Yeti is?
Yeah.
No,
what does she promise to show us?
Something that will a secret that will save the people. So,
But she also
she's
said if we
specific-
kill her, then dozens of people will die.
No, save lives. She never said people.
Okay. If we kill her, dozens of lives will be lost. She said.
Yeah.
So that means that people are in peril, and she has the abilities to reverse it or to save them.
Lives are in peril. And we've seen from her past actions what lives she values. She does not value humans. She values the creatures.
And then she said it was something similar to the white moose. What I'm getting at is I think maybe she's done that to another creature, far worse than a moose, right? And about to unleash that on Lonelywood.
Bugbear. So
Diet
maybe we
moose.
get maybe we get back to Lonelywood and with her, and as long as we got her as a chip, even if it attacks Lonelywood, she's a chip.
Well, we know she's out of spell slot now, right?
In case
So if we did
I wasn't clear, these are human lives I'm referring to. Not as valuable as creatures of the forest, but I do refer to dozens of human lives.
Well, we're all fine then.
Yeah.
Humanoid
half
lives.
I'm half fine.
We don't really
so
know Lonelywood that
Hudson's
well.
fine because you're not a humanoid, are you?
No,
You
no, I'm Harangon. I'm good.
Yeah, you're a hang-on. Yeah.
If she had only tasted the same cookies as us, she wouldn't want to kill them.
Yeah.
That's our plan. Take her back and feed her up on some cookies and she'll repent.
Cookies.
With the cookies.
I think we have to play along with her. Sorry, she's talking.
Yeah.
I will
Keep it
not
tight.
return to Lonelywood. That is not the direction I will be taking you. Our deal
Well,
was
look,
not to
we
return
said
me
we
to
would
Lonelywood.
let you go. We never said where we would let you go. You may live. It does not mean you get to live free.
I am not
I
going
like
to
it.
Lonelywood.
But we're going to keep it tied up, yeah?
Oh, yeah, she's
Yep.
tied up.
If she
She's
doesn't want
bound.
to go to Lonelywood, there are plenty of
Yeah.
other cities nearby with, I'm sure, better cells that we could put her in.
Well, hang on a minute. Are we being deceitful here in what we're planning to do there? If she is going to reveal something that saves lives, does that sort of vindicate that we honor our word and let her live and let her go, because that's what she asked for?
Yeah.
Well,
if
I don't... Oh, sorry.
No, go for it, mate.
Oh, it's just... I don't trust her. At all.
She can live, but I don't
Yeah.
think she can go free. I do not think we can
Indeed,
let her
well,
go
I
free.
think we should just take her back to Lonelywood and throw her upon the mercy or lack of the people there.
Where does she want to go? Where do you want to go?
I just want to be free.
What about if we make a deal that you give us the information that you say that you're holding? We set you free in return. If you don't give us the information before we leave, we're taking you to Lonelywood.
So, I'll tell you the information and you'll set me free. Do I have your word on that, High Elf?
If we have a unanimous agreement.
I don't agree. I'm happy to take her to Lonelywood. She can give us the information. We keep her locked up in Lonelywood. And if the information she gives us is true, then unlock her in Lonelywood.
Malamak even says whether this information is worth the threat of her in the future. I feel that potentially the lives saved will be outdone as she awakens more moose willy-nilly throughout this wood. Her potential for danger and destruction. Now, I'd want to stick to my word. I'm not going to take that information off her. But if I'm and say that she's going to go free and then turn my back on it, I'll tell her exactly what we were doing.
Yeah,
And I
no,
will
I
happily go
do not
around.
want her free.
I will go around with whatever the group decides from here. But I want to be truthful, first and foremost. However, I do not feel like she deserves a second chance.
It'll
Bugs
be her
is
third
happy
chance.
to follow through with something, but that something will not be Bugs allowing this creature to roam free once again and potentially unleash even more creatures to her harm. So he's willing to take the information and let her live, but not go free.
I'm sure my
Scars with that as well. That's his
So
feeling
it's, if you want to live, you can give us the information, but you will be locked up. Otherwise, death is your answer from Bugs.
what the rabbit says.
So the deal is, I give you this information that I know. You do not set me free, but you lock me in a cage in Lonelywood. Is that the deal you're offering? This information, and in return I get my life and a cage.
Well, look, whether they choose to keep you in that cage forever or not is up to the people there. They may decide to let you go free, and that is on them and their justice. But from us, we would be putting
what
you.
if they decided that they were going to take revenge on her for the moose and then kill her? Then haven't we signed her death warrant?
Have you not met
I've worked-
Nimsy? Nimsy wouldn't stand for this. I have cookies with Nimsy as well. I have shared her table. That is not in Nimsy's nature.
Trust level 100 all of a sudden. No.
So you would understand that they wouldn't kill you then. Good, I'm glad to hear it. So they may let you go free.
So
But
we
you
have a
would
deal
serve
then.
the time.
We have a deal then. You throw me at the mercy of Nimsy. One assumes she will lock me up and not kill me, and I will give you the information. Do we have a deal at last?
Uggs is happy to agree to that.
How well do we know Nimsy? But yeah, I agree in principle.
Yeah,
Shajaya spent a good 18 hours with Nimsy.
hey. The Shajaya's put
What do
on
you
a good
think of
5
Nimsy,
pounds.
Shajaya?
She
How good were those cookies really? Did she give you? Hang on. Did she give you the recipe?
I can't tell you, but they were better than knucklehead trout.
The recipe was like knucklehead trout mixed with knucklehead trout. But the way she cooks it is just delicious.
Well, I'm happy to agree with that, but I'm just worried that now she knows that she's not receiving full freedom. She won't give us the complete truth.
No, I will.
You know, that's
But
my only concern.
She
will.
knows she's not dying here tonight. That's what she knows.
So,
Oh yeah.
I
We
agree
take
to
it
this deal.
Lonelywood. We can take it to Lonelywood and come back the next day and get the other things.
I think we've
Yeah,
got
if you feel good with that, let's do it.
we've got a deal. I think.
Okay.
Let's push forward. So, we'll release her to Nimsy, but first she must show us where to.
Also,
Whatever that is.
it's based on. We'll probably have to take a good look. Cal and I could have to take a good look at how they're going to lock her up if indeed they do, and if they do, whether it's good enough to hold a druid. Malamuk and Shajaya might know better than us.
What's the question?
So,
Well, if they're just going to lock her in a portaloo, then because that's all they've got, then we won't. Maybe we need to take her a little bit further than Lonelywood.
The injustice for me is, yes, the hunters have been killed, and yes, they've overstepped the mark. Like, part of Malamuk's thinking is that in front of her we can actually confront Nimsy about the actions of the hunters as well.
It just makes it
Okay.
better.
Yeah, so that then we can show the good faith in terms of the balance required for Lonelywood. But in turn though, he feels that at the very least she should be locked up for that, and it will be painful for her. But he's happy for it to occur because she has tipped it so far. It's almost a little bit of like in my head as a player, I think that would be a totally terrible thing because when she gets out, she might take revenge on us if Nimsy lets her go or whatever.
Yep.
But for Malamuk, I think that he thinks that's the just thing to do.
Oh, absolutely the just thing to do.
Just to make that
Scar
clear.
Grease.
Okay, which you have a deal.
we have a deal. I'll give the information. You take me to Lonelywood. I throw myself upon the mercy of the townsfolk and Nimsy Huddle in particular, expecting to be locked up for the rest of my days.
If there is justice.
Sounds a bit suspicious. Someone who wants to be free in the woods.
Whenever she speaks, it sounds suspicious. It's been the whole time.
Yeah.
As soon as we saw the photo of her, the picture of her, it's like, oh, suspicious. No,
Oh,
it's
is there a
just
picture? I
pictures.
missed the picture.
Let
So it's just
me
weird,
get,
yeah.
Is there a picture?
let me get the picture back.
Yeah, like, look how suspicious she looks.
Sorry. I just need to reboot something. I'll bring the picture up in a little bit.
Cool.
She still suck at us, even though we never trust her.
Just go to the
Yeah.
second tab, scroll down to player handout.
That would also work. Yep.
It's Ravison, Ravisin.
So, we have a deal. I will tell you what I know, and this will indeed save dozens of lives. To the south here is a town called... Actually, let me just... In case you didn't find the handout, that's what she looks like, and Shrubby is the one.
Oh, Shrubby.
Shrubby.
Oh, that picture. Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah.
She
Yeah,
says
that does
to
say-
the south of here is a little town called Bremen. Bit of a shithole, all things considered. The people there, well, they rely on pillaging the lake for the knucklehead trout, who have just as much right to live as you and me. So I did a similar thing as what I did on this moose, except I did not awaken a moose. I awakened a great sea monster that lives there. Massive lizard-like thing, fully 30 feet from head to tail. And it, shall we say in full transparency, is of the opinion that if it does not attack the fisher boats, then a certain druid will remove its awakened state. It enjoys being alive. It enjoys knowing its existence. It enjoys knowing talkings. And basically, it will do anything it can to maintain this. And it knows that if it doesn't stop the murdering of the fishes, that this awakened condition will remove from us. I will say that Malamak and Shajai, you know, number one, that's bullshit and that you can't undo an awakened spell. But she says, but that is what it fears. It fears that I will remove this spell in it and it will no longer be conscious. So it hunts the murderers of the fish. Once again, nature striking back. So, in preservation of my own life, I guess, if you inform this creature of the deep that there is no chance that it will become unawakened, if you can convince it of that, then it will just leave free and not attack the fishermen anymore. And thus dozens of lives will be saved. So talk to the beast. Tell it can't be unawakened. It is free. It will no longer attack the fishermen.
What sort of beast is this again? Sort of monster?
Lizard-like, sea lizard-like creature, she said.
See if I can find an actual picture. Yeah, I'll show you this one anyway. This is what the fishermen are reporting there.
Loch Ness.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, Loch Ness.
A plesiosaurus.
Well, the druid's gonna have to get out the breathe underwater spells.
Yeah, well, no, I've got plans for that.
Walk on water. Gonna need some of that too.
And eel.
So, I have saved dozens of lives by my action. I don't know if you want to rest or not, but I believe Lonelywood is our next.
Do you want to
location.
rest, people? Do you want to have a long rest? We can have a short rest at the very least and get some hit dice back.
We
but we
used
can get back
our
to
hit dice, I believe, on
Oh.
our last short rest.
I've got all of mine because I've developed a druidic playstyle where I just run away and throw a moonbeam out.
Scar,
I've still got my bonus HP.
I think
I
we
reckon
can
we
back to
can.
Lonelywood.
We get back to Lonelywood and hand over our guest to the mercy of the townsfolk, inform them of the fate of the great white moose, and explain the story to them. And then I think that would be a good place to set out from here to Bremen the following day
by
after a long
townsfolk, we just mean the mayor, right? At this point.
Yeah, Nimsy. Speaking Nimsy.
Mullamark feels very strongly that he'll carry the moose head. He
Okay.
feels sad that this creature was awakened in the first place, but he feels also sad that such a mighty creature has been used and abused this way, and wants to carry it with reverence all the way back to town.
Cool.
But it's not just the head, not the whole moose. He's not that strong.
Make sure you carve
Do
it
we
from the
need
shoulders
to
so it
bury
can
the
be
moose,
mounted.
moose or something like that? To that do
Who was the house Skinner? Was it Tarvin? Is Tarvin going to get a bright white?
Sure. Let's do it.
already, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be a
gonna
survival check.
It'll make a nice, make a nice cheer.
We also like maybe because the moose is already dead.
Not so good. I hacked at it.
You do hack off the skin. If you're intending to sell it, it wouldn't be be significantly less than what you normally done with it because you butchered it in a bad way.
I might make some new boots.
And also, like, would we be able to replenish a ration or two with the meat? I suppose we'd need to try it out and stuff, though. Yeah, okay.
What happened to that bush?
The
It
bush was
ran
gone.
away. I told it not to go far. It could still be around, I suppose.
Oh shit! So it could. Man, it's still.
Or he could join the party.
Yeah, I'd like to have little berries each day.
We could teach him how to fight.
But, like, if it dropped its
Scrappy.
berry when it ran away, like, they might be little poo berries. Like, he just pooed himself and ran off.
Follow the poo berries. I will point out that there's still the sarcophagus here that you know how to open it.
Oh yeah, there's lots
We can have
to.
a look. We can have a look if you want. But
Space spell.
We do need a humanoid hand in order to get that to work, though. So
oh, that's right. Yeah.
we thought that was rather problematic. So the other parts we could come back and collect, but maybe at a later date.
The corpse in the sarcophagus is the hand. Could we take the hand from her?
I didn't hear that.
Taking
what do we-
It's
corpse hand.
skeleton now, isn't it? With it?
Elf. Is that wouldn't be desecration, would it?
I don't think so.
Scar's out here helping with the moose. That's probably why
Inside.
it's screwed up.
Technically not a skeleton, it's a withered corpse.
Otherwise, Ravison has two good hands.
I don't. I think that's Tarvin. While it's in line with your character, I don't think that's quite cricket.
Okay.
I don't think so either. Like, if you guys want to do it though, Mullamark will offer his own hand.
I think it was saying that we had to like sacrifice it to, in a flame or fire or something or other.
What's this about a hand?
I was thinking maybe it's not sacrificing it in the fire, but just like burning it in the fire. So it might not
So
necessarily.
if there was a resist
sacrifice
fire
it.
spell.
Yeah, I don't have resist elements myself, but you know.
But we've got a free hand down in the sarcophagus.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
scared of messing with the elvish juju.
I'm not elvish.
I am the definition of Elvis Juju.
Cool. So if you want to do it,
So
though,
how do
like-
you feel about it, Tav?
Was this big wolf always been out here? Was that Shire? What's that Shire's counter?
Oh yeah,
that's
that's
Shajia's ghost.
gone. That's gone.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just about to get jumped again. So, over here.
What were the
I
5
think there
things
was
you needed?
This is what you
there
saw.
was-
Let's
So
put it in
twig,
chat there.
acorn, feather, hand, and something else.
Surely those will all be around here somewhere, right?
Twig, pine cone, flame.
I can produce flame as well, but there's the brazier over here, and we put it all in the brazier. Right?
Twigs, pine cones, and feathers are all easy enough to find in the forest.
Yeah, just the hand.
So, Mullamark
the only-
offers to put his hand in the brazier and to take some fire damage see if that works. He'd rather do that than desecrate a corpse. I don't know how Mr. Aladdin feels.
I'm with you. I'll stick my hand in if you don't want to.
Where's Twitch when you need him?
I just thought you might have a. I just thought you might have a protection from fire kind of spell. That's all.
I normally do, but I've also got full health plus my 10 hit points. So if someone's going to take a
Scar's
HP,
got
then,
37 health. Did somebody like super heal him up?
yeah,
Shajai.
Shajai did.
Me. Oh, well done, Shajai. Thank you. Thank you.
Shall we do it, Graham?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's putting their hand in?
Malamak puts his hand.
Oh, okay.
Malamak raises his hand.
Together we will. No, we won't. Off
No,
you go.
I'll do it.
Okay, so I'll say it's easy enough to gather the twig, the pine cone. Malamak puts his hand in, and the feather. You just need a flame.
Oh no, I'll cast with my thing. I'll cast produce flame.
Oh, I've just got flint if you want.
No,
Scott,
I want to
place
do
the
my
hand
magic.
on-
It's a cantrip.
It's not working.
Okay, roll damage for the cantrip,
Okay.
and take that damage. So take 3 points of fire damage.
So Scar's
And-
got his hand on Malamak's shoulder and he heals him 2 points as the fire damage is happening.
Oh no, we used your 2 while you're away.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
okay. Sorry. And he goes, what? What just happened there? I'm firing
all-
blanks.
All these things fire up. Malamak, you get your hand burnt, and nothing happens.
Oh.
Wait, don't we need the moon on there somewhere?
Oh, okay. So if we do all of that plus moonlight. Let's take off.
So I'll do
I
the
don't-
hand and you do... Oh, moonlight. Shit, yeah.
It didn't
I
mention
don't think
moonlight.
it was moonlight, because the moonlight to the north where I am now was for doing the mirror, and then the 2 over here were for opening the doors, and none of the others.
None
Head
of the others
stuff.
had an end, so it's
Yeah.
not the moonlight.
It was an inscription on the round here, wasn't it?
Yes.
Written in archaic Elvish. Was that right?
It had pictures of those things.
Yes, along these over here, on these.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
On
right.
those
Yeah.
pillars.
Yeah.
Shall we put one on each pillar? Is it on one on each of the pillars?
It's just inscribed on it. It's engraving. Yeah.
I know, but does each pillar have a different engraving on it?
Yeah. So from
Or is
north to
it-
south, like twig.
Let's ask
pine
Ravison.
cone.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask Ravison?
Well, we can always put the appropriate thing on each one. So I burnt myself for nothing, and I could just put my hand on top of the pillar.
Just,
Carbon-
you sacrificed a twig. The twig is gone. You sacrificed a pine cone. A pine cone is gone. You need an actual hand, you idiots.
All right, go for it, Tarvin. Mother Mark feels bad.
I thought we used an actual hand.
Yeah, we
Didn't
did.
sacrifice it.
It wasn't sacrificed.
Oh, no, let's not do
It
that.
is merely burnt.
What
we'll-
is to sacrifice an actual part of
The
their
hand-
body?
The hand
That's
from
just
the
gonna bring all
elf.
the dead back to life. that sounds like a spell that would bring the dead back to life.
I've been asked
Flip was
Ravison.
here, he would do it.
Asked Ravison, what's in the sarcophagus?
You've
Do you
looked
know?
in the sarcophagus. There's a body in there. There's a withered corpse. Take its
Yeah,
hand
why
and
is
be
it-
done with it.
You got to sacrifice a human part. It's just going to bring.
So you'll
No,
have to
I
sacrifice
meant the yeah, I meant the other sarcophagus, the one we're trying to open.
Oh, that's my sister. Don't take that hand.
No, I'm confused.
Her sister
No,
is through here, she's saying? And down here
Yeah,
is a
I'm
withered
talking-
elf corpse she doesn't care about. She
Tarvin's
said-
asking her about this sarcophagus over here.
Oh, sorry. I
Right.
have no
Right.
idea what's in there.
Okay.
No idea.
Requires
just-
a human hand.
Humanoid.
Yeah.
Humanoid. So
Oh,
all of
sorry,
you
a
are
humanoid
humanoids. Yes, so an elf hand,
Part
a
bone.
Harangon hand, any type of hand would work. Just take it from the corpse and be done with it.
Yeah, okay, well Tarvin would go do that. I was gonna run back inside. Wait a minute, how do I get back in? Oh, sorry, a hole up here. Do.
Yep.
And grab that. Use my short sword to sever off the withered hand.
You have a hand.
Okay, good, no complications.
Yep.
And we run back. I have a hand.
Okay, and you place it on the brazier with new pine cones, new twigs, new feathers. Put the hand on
Yep.
there, I assume.
Yes.
Someone going to cast Produce Flame.
Um,
Okay.
By me?
Yeah. Yes. You can do it,
otherwise,
Cheshire, if you want to.
otherwise I've got a
You-
tinderbox.
Yeah, I'm
I've
not
got
yet.
where is it now?
Yeah, I have
Continual
tinderbox
flame.
as well.
And Scar's getting ready to use his sight as well. His detect devil sight thing.
Okay.
What's it called? But he's waiting till the flame is lit. Just
Okay.
in case some dead start rising or something. That's what he's suspecting. Every spell that needs a sacrifice, he knows, or his experience has been, dead things start rising.
Malamite's going to let Tarvin light the flame with his tinderbox, because continual flame doesn't actually create fire. If that makes sense. And you have to spend 50 gold pieces of ruby dust in order to cast it, Shajai.
Yeah, not a good one.
Are we using a flame for light or for fire?
To consume the stuff, and so rather
okay.
than Malamite participating, he's going to make Tarvin light that crap with his tinderbox.
Do you like
Oh,
that
it's all
crap
kinda
with your
weird.
tinderbox, Tarvin?
We also
Yeah.
have alchemist fire flower.
Malcolm, I like that crap with my tinderbox.
Okay, you light the crap with a tinderbox. Everything goes up in a frame. The sarcophagus lid over here starts sliding aside. This
Cow, it worked.
creature pops up from it. And it looks around and it says, "How may I serve you, my masters?"
Excellent. What I've always wanted.
A genie?
So that's what it
A
says.
slave mummy. A slave
Ah.
mummy.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And it doesn't like rip off Cal's head or anything like you'd expect a mummy to do, but it does say, "How may I serve you, masters? You have freed
that-
me from an endless slumber. I live to serve you."
Hell, it's
And
literally the
Scar,
late
definitely
monster.
undead.
Yeah, not happy.
This is awesome.
Tarvin's stoked.
Oh, you can carry this moose head for us.
No, Mullamark is keeping the moose head firmly in his grasp.
Okay, you
Mullamark
can carry
does
Revison.
not like
Alright.
it at all.
Whatever
Well,
you
don't see how we-
require me to do, master, you may refer to me as Sinar.
Okay, I need you to find a dragon's lair and steal a piece of scrimshaw for me.
I live to serve. I will make it my undying desire to find this for you. And it starts walking away.
And bring it back.
Did he hear that?
Where will I find you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, don't go just yet. Just hang around. I just need to think about this a bit better.
I live to serve.
Okay.
Get
Can
him
you
to come back
locate
here,
us?
because we might come back here, and if he's not here, then we can always try and have a look through with the scrying.
Do you have any magical abilities, Mummy?
I lost my character sheet one moment. Which is being a bit silly for me.
Also, I don't know. My favorite enemy is supposed to be undead. So maybe I can do an intelligence check or something.
I am quite the... People do not like when I punch them. Their wing, their flesh will shrivel before my touch.
Necrotic.
But
Okay.
if I look at people, sometimes they just fall over paralyzed in fear.
Well, we've got a mummy now. What do we do?
Find a daddy.
What is your name? Do you have a name?
Sanar.
What was your name?
No.
Sanar.
Sonar. Can we add Sonar to the party? Please, can we keep him?
But I can't imagine walking into town would be much fun with some sort of undead creature tagging behind us. I mean, I know I'm all personal.
No.
He's gonna have to have a prayer with his morning lord.
Well, as you have a prayer with your morning lord and consider what to do with a goddamn mummy, I think that's where we'll end it tonight.
Yep.
And we'll pick this up next week.
Cool.
Interesting decisions to be made. Interesting session. I enjoyed it. Interesting combat, and I got to play an eco-terrorist. It was fun.
Oh, thank you very much. That was a fun session, all right?
Guys.
Okay, take care, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.